99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Step back three at the buzzer. It's good! It's good!
Dad, the shower just turned ice cold.
Well, someone did just start the dishwasher, the laundry, and the shower all at the same time.
So that's a yes?
Yep. At Schaefer Heating and Cooling, we help families fix comfort problems like that, the right way. From heating and cooling to water heaters and more, we make homes work better together. Schaefer Heating and Cooling, comfort you can trust and people you'll love. Visit schaeferhvac.us.
Looking for your dream home, buying or selling in the Southern Ohio area? Real estate agent Abigail Nichols at Wilson Realtors is here to help you. With expert knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to finding you your perfect home, Abigail makes real estate easy. Call her today at 937-728-2225 or email at nicholsreal24@gmail.com today. Visit wilsonrealtors.net and let Abigail Nichols turn your real estate dreams into reality. Abigail Nichols, your trusted hometown realtor.
If you're hungry for lunch, dinner, or just a quick snack, you need to swing by Bowman's County Line Carryout, just outside of Sinking Spring on State Route 124. Bowman's County Line Carryout offers up delicious pizza, wings, and subs, plus burgers, salads, and sides. Try out one of their pizza specials, like the Sweaty Pig or breakfast pizza. Of course, Bowman's also has a huge selection of your favorite adult beverages, too. Dine in or, carry out at Bowman's County Line Carryout on State Route 124, just outside of Sinking Spring. Is your teen ready to hit the road? The Driving Authority is Southern Ohio's trusted choice for driver's education, serving Highland, Brown, Adams, Clinton, Fayette, Ross, and Pike counties. Opened in 2023, the Driving Authority is a local small business offering flexible scheduling to meet all mandatory driving requirements for new drivers. Visit thedrivingauthority.com to get started today. The Driving Authority, where confidence meets the road.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. I'm Caleb Rayburn. Along with me is Ken Smith back at the station doing our board opping tonight. Our producer at the station, Mr. Traven Hildebrand. We are at Ohio University, where the Peebles Indians are facing off against the Portsmouth West Senators in a D6 regional semifinal matchup. Ken, what do you think of that?
What, the D6?
Regional semifinal.
I think it's awesome. I think it's great to be here. We've got the possible opponents facing off in front of us here, which is kind of nice, and we get a nice, good look, even if it's scary. A
definite familiar foe that, many of the Shack teams have seen when they made it this far, whether it be North Adams, Peebles, but Berlin Highland taking on Grandview Heights. And Berlin Highland right now is putting it all over Grandview Heights.
Yeah, they certainly are. They have doubled their score. Not something you would expect to see, really, in a Sweet 16 game. But maybe Grandview Heights is just not hitting like normal. I don't know.
I don't know, and you would think Grandview Heights, they have the size advantage out there.
Huge.
So humongous. But don't be fooled, folks. Berlin Highland is not small. They're not your typical Berlin Highland team. They got some size out there as well.
Yeah, they've got one player that, number 35 is 6'7".
Yeah, he had a nice flush earlier on a breakaway.
Yeah, and then number 15 that likes to get steals. You were pointing that out.
Yeah,
when we were watching here. He's not much shorter than the 6'7" kid, and of course, the 6'7" kid's on the bench, and he's replaced by someone that's probably 6'5".
Yeah, so Berlin Highland definitely stepping in with some hype. And then
just a little bit
on the other side for Grandview. I mean, you got 6'7", 6'6", and number 5 here. He was a 6'5" point guard. As heading into the fourth quarter right now, Berlin Highland is leading Grandview Heights 52-29.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious lead. In fact, it's enough to just about take the crowd out of the game. Yeah. Everybody's kind of bored, I think.
I guess they're the number 5 rated team in the state for a reason.
Yes. That does tend to work out that way.
But what do you say we talk about our Indians a little bit?
That is probably why people are listening to this game, is they would like to hear us talk about the Peebles Indians. But you know what? Most people, I think, should be fairly familiar with the Peebles Indians if you're listening to us.
Well, I was
the team they really want to know about is Portsmouth West. and how scary that's going to be.
Yeah, but if they are listening to us, they're probably here at the combo with us too, because the crowd is starting to pack in already. This game is coming to an end.
I'd say there's a lot of people on the way still. Hopefully they're listening to us on the app, which is always a good way to pick us up when you're outside of our normal terrestrial broadcast area. I have the app on my phone. When I get into my car, it automatically hooks up, and I'm listening to us.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
I never did that until I started working here, and now it's on all the time.
This is, of course, one of two games that are on this evening, and we're going to tell you about that other game as well. It's on our sister station, C103 Country. That's the Fairfield Lions. We'll also talk about that game here as part of our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show, as Bertland Highland almost threw it away. They're going to hang on to it. Anyway, we're going to be back to talk more about the Senators of Portsmouth West and the Indians of Peebles, right here on the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show on 99.5 The Edge.
Is your heating or air conditioning letting you down? Don't worry, the Reveal Comfort Company has you covered. We're locally owned and operated based out of Seaman, Ohio. We provide expert sales, service, installation, and maintenance for all of your heating and cooling needs. Need help fast? We offer 24-hour emergency service. We also have financing options available to fit your budget. The Reveal Comfort Company, local, reliable HVAC services. Call today and schedule an appointment at 937-779-7213.
Have you had it with your current clunker, but buying a new car seems, well, too expensive? Why not skip all that hassle and check out Crow Motors in Mount Orb? They have dedicated themselves to offering quality, affordable vehicles at no hassle price. Stop by and check out their wide selection of used vehicles. Their friendly sales staff will be happy to help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. Check out their selection online. You can even apply for financing online as well. It's Crow Motors on US 68 in Mount Orb. Call 444-6698 or visit them online at crowmotors.com.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Welcome back courtside at the OU Convocation Center. Again, I'm Ken Smith along with Caleb Rayburn. Traven Hildebrand, our producer, back in the studio tonight on 99.5 The Edge. We mentioned before taking a break that this is one of two games on the air tonight within our company. The other one is on our sister station, C103. That's the Fairfield Lions. They are facing off against the Shekinah Christian Flames, and that's a Division 7 regional semifinal. So two teams, and well, 2 of 3 in the Sweet 16. Unfortunately, we lost one of our Sweet 16 teams last night. That was the Eastern Brown Warriors, as they lost their regional semifinal matchup against the Ironton Tigers here at OU. The final score in that one was Ironton 55, Eastern 41. So we're going to miss the Eastern Brown Warriors, but good news on the front of Eastern Brown, Caleb, and that's that they're a young team.
Oh, that's what I talked about in pregame. They are young, only losing, I could think of 3 seniors, and I think I'm missing one, but only missing those couple seniors. And then next year, Matthew Dick comes back, Chase Pinkerington comes back, Kane Dotson, probably my favorite point guard in Southern Ohio. All these kids come back, Carter Cluxton. I mean, the list goes on and on. And then your JV team, I think, if I remember right, when I talked to Keith Hunger, they only lost maybe 1 game this year. So your JV team is just as good as your varsity team. And, it'll be another fun year for Eastern Brown basketball, that's for sure.
Yeah, for some reason, our senior class this year doesn't seem to have quite as many athletes as the junior class for next year's seniors. And then you got the freshmen and sophomore that, again, seem to be some pretty large numbers there. And some serious talent.
Oh, talent across the board all over the league. So you're going to see some of that talent here tonight with the juniors, the freshmen, and the sophomore for Peebles. So and it must be all over Southeast District, because even on the Portsmouth West side, they have a few seniors, but they also have a few nice juniors and sophomores as well. So it might just be all over the Southeast District.
Yeah, Peebles is one of the teams that does have, 3 starters?
Give or take. It depends on which night it is.
Right. Yep, that's right. They don't always start. Coach Harry likes to switch that up on us just a little bit. You never can quite predict that. But 2 to 3 seniors starting any given night for the Peebles Indians, so they will be graduating some pretty serious talent. But again, they've got all those young players on the team that are also pretty good, including the freshman Keegan Puckett at 6'4".
Yeah, he is an absolute brute on the inside. I was worried about the last game against Eastern Pike. They were big and physical, and they also had the 6'7" kid. But Keegan just absolutely stood his ground, manhandled it a little bit, and was able to keep him off the boards and stuff like that. But the thing about Keegan is he can bang around with you on the inside, but then he can also step out occasionally, when Coach Harry loosens the reins a little bit, and he can knock down the outside shot, handle the ball. He's definitely what you look for in a big kid, especially in the Southeast District here.
Well, in the game in front of us, again, one of these teams is going to match up, hopefully, against our Peebles Indians. They will match up against whoever wins between Portsmouth West and Peebles, our broadcast game. It's Berlin Highland and Grandview Heights. And right now, Berlin Highland continues to dominate in this game with 4:39 to go in the game. The score 62-35. You can pretty much put a fork in it, I think, these final 4.5 minutes of the basketball game, that Berlin Highland is going to be the opponent in the Elite Eight.
Berlin Highland shooting 50% from the floor and 38% from 3. I mean, that's just a typical Berlin Highland school or team, knock down shots and absolutely sit down and eat you up defensively. But, I mean, Grandview Heights isn't shooting horrible. I mean, they're at 44%. That's pretty good for a high school basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you would expect on a normal night out of just about any decent team.
Yeah.
All right, we've got lots more to talk about on our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Stick with us. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Elite Roofing is the best choice for high-quality products and services at a reasonable rate with courteous and honest customer service. Whether you need a new roof or roof repair, Elite has you covered with free estimates, skilled installations, plus a 5-year workmanship warranty available with shingle and metal roofs. Visit EliteRoofingOhio.com or call Michael or Brandon at 937-500-7663. That's 937-500-ROOF.
Looking for a new home? Moving and needing to sell your current home? Call the professionals at Wilson Realtors at 937-544-2355. Proudly serving Adams, Brown, and Highland counties, Craig Wilson and the agents at Wilson Realtor will work hard for you. Wilson Realtor specializes in residential, farm, commercial, investment properties, and much more. Wilson Realtors, located at 418 East Main Street in West Union. Call 937-544-2355. Check their listings at wilson-realtors.net or like them on Facebook. Wilson Realtors, they put the action in satisfaction.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we provide our customers with mobile banking so we can give them the flexibility to stay on top of their banking no matter the time of day. With mobile banking, you can check your account balances, securely transfer funds between accounts, view and pay bills, and review your account history. So access to your financial accounts is always just a few clicks away. Download the National Bank of Adams County mobile app today and see how convenient banking local can be.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Do you remember personal service? Real personal service? Not self-service. Not that push a button and talk to somebody in another country service. The kind of service that you get because people are actually nice, they care, and they really want you to be satisfied. Think that doesn't exist anymore? Think again. Contact the Hazelbaker Insurance Agency in West Union at 937-544-5544 or stop by their office at 100 East Mulberry Street. You've worked hard for what you have. They'll work hard to protect it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk about who got the honors in the Southeast District between our matchup of Peebles and Portsmouth West. We've got some coach honors as well as player honors, Caleb.
We do. Well, let's start off with Portsmouth West first. Of course, they're going to have the D6 District Player of the Year and Mr. Will Keegley, a name you'll hear a lot of tonight. It's a young gentleman that averages 18.9 points on the season. He was named All-District, and he's on first team. Now, this is the coaches poll because I know there's a bunch of different associations and stuff out there. This is from the coaches poll. So a second team All-District was also Logan McIntyre for Portsmouth West, and then All-District honorable mention was West Corbin Miller. For our Indians, second team All-District Mr. Bo Johnson and Josh McClary. Third team All-District Mr. Keegan Puckett and Paxton Ryan, and then All-District honorable mention Mr. Connor Gross. And then Ken mentioned we had players and coaches. D6 Division District 14 Coach of the Year, Mr. Josh Airy.
Congratulations, Coach Airy.
I think if I remember right, that's his second or third time winning that. So congratulations, Coach Airy.
All right, that's a look at the players who have all-district honors between Peebles and Portsmouth West. Again, Portsmouth West with that Player of the Year, and I believe we're going to probably see why he was Player of the Year for D6 in the Southeast District. Hopefully the Peebles Indians can contain Mr. Kegley as he averages, 21 points a game?
21 points flat, yep. 21 points flat a game.
Hopefully Coach Airy has got a plan figured out to contain him. All right, we'll take a quick break and be back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Buying a memorial is not like buying anything else. It's a deeply personal process that is best conducted face-to-face and heart-to-heart. Whether it's a traditional graveside monument, a cremation monument, or pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326. Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Primary Plus is more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, they've been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky and southern Ohio, providing state-of-the-art care for the region that we call home. Their biggest goal is to get you as healthy as they can so that you don't need a doctor as often. With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. Primary Plus is more than your family doctor. They're the doctor in your family.
Welcome back to more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show tonight on 99.5 The Edge, Peebles and Portsmouth West. Our game that is getting ready to tip off here in just a little while. By the way, you are able to listen on all of our social media tonight. Unfortunately, the OHSAA does not allow us to do video at the regional level, but folks have become pretty accustomed to checking out the games on Good Guys Radio TV. So throughout all of our social media, We are streaming our audio, so if you've got family members who maybe live in Florida or wherever that are not within our normal listening area, they can catch us not only on the 99.5 The Edge app or online at 99.5theedge.fm, but they can also go to the Good Guys Radio TV, 99.5. All the social media sites that we have is where you will find not only this game, but also the Fairfield Lions game. Again, that game also tipping off at 8 o'clock. Fairfield Lions against Shekinah Christian Flames. And that is also a division, that one is a Division 7, but it's also a regional semi-final basketball game. So the Peebles Indians and the Fairfield Lions both hoping to move into the Elite Eight tonight. Let's take an overlook at what these two teams have done this season. If you're a Peebles Indian fan, you may already know they were 10-3 in conference play, tied for first place in Division 2 of the Shack with the Fayetteville Rockets. Peebles is 20-3 overall, averaging 71.4 points per game. That's pretty impressive, Caleb.
That is pretty impressive. Here in this tournament run, though, they're only averaging 58.9.
Well, that does make a difference. I'm glad you did that because that will matter. 58.9, we'll reference that in just a moment. But they allow their opponents to score 52.8. How does that hold up in tournament? Did you do the math on that side?
I did not. I did not. I should have done that.
Peebles is on a 3-game winning streak, all of those at neutral tournament sites. The last loss that they had was their final regular season game against the Fairfield Lions. That loss was by 11 points. Now, the team you really want to know about, that's the opponent, Portsmouth West. 7-3 in conference play, tied for first in the SOC2 with Wheelersburg and Valley. 18-6 overall, averaging 55.7 points per game. Now, that's their overall season average, matching up against Peebles' tournament average, Caleb, again, of 58.9, correct?
Yep, plus 3 on the Peebles side.
Portsmouth West allows 42.6 points per game to their opponents. Well, that's 10 less than Peebles does.
Yep.
They are on a 10-game winning streak. Their last loss was to Valley back on January 23rd. By the way, they split with Valley, I think, this year, didn't they?
They did split with Valley. They won at home, and Valley won at their home. And the reason they only give up 42.6 points a game, and you're going to hear us talk about this a lot tonight.
Oh, yeah.
1-3-1. Remember that. Yep. That is all Portsmouth West plays, a 1-3-1 defense. They're long, they're lengthy, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. But,
yes, we're going to talk a bunch about how they play the 1-3-1. By the way, Peebles and Portsmouth West have multiple common opponents throughout the season, and both teams were able to defeat all of those common opponents. I think Peebles was like 5-0 in common opponents, and I think it was 4-0 on the other side. So, yeah, they are pretty equally matched. I think style is going to be the biggest difference between these two teams, and that's going to go back to that conversation about the 1-3-1. Mm-hmm. We'll talk more about what these two teams or what we expect to see out of these two teams tonight on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. G2 Auto on Main Street in Peebles, Ohio is on the cutting edge of the car buying experience. Stop in on the lot or shop the full G2 Auto inventory any time of day at g2autollc.com. Whether you're looking for your first or your next car, truck, or SUV, the high-speed staff at G2 Auto is ready to serve you. Don't forget, you can check out the G2 Auto virtual showroom and even get pre-approved online at g2autollc.com.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
Dr. David and Jody Pear would like to express how much they've enjoyed watching the young men and women of Adams County play sports through the years. Our local schools have a long tradition of successful teams, stretching back several generations, and the entire community is very proud of their team's accomplishments this season. Your hard work and dedication will keep the winning basketball tradition alive and help to inspire future players to achieve their fullest potential. Best of luck for Dr. David and Jody Parrott.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Again, I'm Ken Smith along with Caleb Rayburn. Let's talk about what these two teams did to get here in tournament play. Caleb, let's talk about Portsmouth West first. Who have they beat to get here?
Well, they opened up with a 75-28 win over Paint Valley.
That's a big victory there.
That is a big victory in the opening round 3. Now, Portsmouth West is a 3 seed. I guess we should mention that. That was 3/14. Then they moved on to take on our very own North Adams Green Devils. And unfortunately, Portsmouth West come out on top in that one over the Green Devils. Final score there was 54-39. And then in an absolute rubber match, just wonderful display of defense. Sunday afternoon, they come out on top of Lucasville Valley. Final score there, 56-27. They gave up 9 points in the second half.
Yeah, much larger victory than they defeated Lucasville Valley in regular season. That was only, a 4-point victory, 39-35, a low-scoring game. And then, of course, as we already mentioned, they lost the other time they played against Valley.
Yeah. And Valley, beating them by 15 or 14 there in that game. And then it was 17-14 at halftime. And like I said, Valley only scored, 13 points in the second half. So it's just, and then I read too, they shot 72% from the field there in the second half too. So it's hard to beat a team when they shoot that good. And then they sit down and play defensively the way they did.
Now, our Peebles Indians have one less tournament opponent because they got a bye the first round. Peebles defeated Waterford in their tournament opener 70-58. And then in their second round, again, that was last Sunday against Eastern Pike, a 2-point victory there, kind of a squeaker, 56-54. So that's a look at what Peebles has done to get here. We do have a little bit of a breakdown between Portsmouth West and Manchester, a game that happened earlier this year, and also when they played North Adams. We'll talk about that when we come back with more of our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Shopping for insurance can be overwhelming, but being informed helps you make the right decisions with confidence. That's why at Mitchell Family Insurance in Peebles, their goal is to provide an understanding of all the options and plans available to you. They represent 8 auto and 7 home insurance companies, so they're sure to have a match for your budget and needs. Mitchell Family Insurance also offers life, health, business insurance, and bonds. Get your free quote today at mitchellfamilyins.com. Southern Ohio Tire, located just outside of Sinking Spring, Ohio, is your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Dream lawns need a realistic plan, and Kubota has reliable, powerful zero-turn mowers to help you see those dreams come to life. Plus, dealer support to help you achieve your goals. Stop by Baxla Tractor today. Right now, bring home select Kubota Z400 series for 0 down and 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. Now through March 31st. See Baxla Tractor or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer.
The
Visit us online at baxlatractor.com.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's take a look at some stats from two of our matchups between Portsmouth West and teams that we are very familiar with. The first one, the Manchester Greyhounds. Portsmouth West defeated them 74-42. Now, here's some stat breaks down for you. Will Kegley, again, remember, we already said he was the Southeast District Player of the Year. He scored 19 points in that game, 13 of them were in the first half. Corbin Miller scored 14 points in that game. Logan McIntyre, 10 points. All 10 of his were in the first half. Zane Evans had 6 points. Braden Adkins, 6 points. Braxton Kramer, 6 points. Owen Richards, 5 points. And the the quartet of Sawyer Staggs, Christian Corazzo, Harrison Richards, and Bryson Journey, all of those 4 players averaging 2 points each. Now, if we haven't mentioned it already, it's one of the things about Portsmouth West, the Senators, that is different from Peebles. Peebles has multiple players in double figures, and they've got several players that are just outside of double figures. On the Portsmouth West side, they have 2 players that pretty much dominate their scoring, and that being Kegley and McIntyre. Of course, in that game, with the stats I just mentioned, Corbin Miller had 14 points. So they did have 3 guys in double figures in that game. But they also outscored their normal average by about 20 points. Now, in the game against North Adams, Portsmouth West won that one 54-39. That, of course, was in the district semis. Will Kegley had 18 points in that game. Logan McIntyre, 13 points. Again, there's your 2 big scores, both in double figures. Corbin Miller had 9 points. He is pretty much the third-place guy every time in scoring. Owen Richards with 5 points. Braxton Kammer with 5 points. Christian Corazzo with 2 points. Braden Atkins, 2 points. And that rounds out the scoring there for Portsmouth West against North Adams. So, again, we thought you would enjoy knowing a little bit more stat-wise about those 2 common opponents that Peebles, of course, also defeated this year. And looking at Peebles, they defeated Manchester in their season opener 90-54. Well, guess what? They hit North Adams in their second game of the season. They defeated them 60-40. And, of course, then Manchester a second time for Peebles, 75-56. And I believe that was just the one time against North Adams. Yeah, they would have played Manchester twice because they're in Division 2 of the Shack. North Adams in Division 1, so they only faced off against them one time this year. All right, that's a look at least our common opponents that you are very familiar with, Manchester and North Adams for both teams. We'll be back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in 11 high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Jerry Hague Motors wishes all local teams good luck in their tournaments. Truck Month is back. All 2026 Silverado 1500s will be sold for GM supplier discount. Example of the savings: a 2026 Silverado 1500 RST V8 engine saves $7,360 total value. Plus, limited time special. Costco executive members save another $1,250 more. Trade-ins are needed, and we are offering top price for nice one-owner trades. And at Jerry Hague Motors, we offer great service after the sale. I'm Steve Hague, and I want your business.
Welcome back courtside to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We have come to the point in our tip-off show where we are going to talk about the rosters here in just a moment. But first, though, I do want to give you that final score between Berlin Highland and Grandview Heights. It was Berlin Highland in control of that game, 70-44, a final score in that basketball game. So Berlin Highland will be the opponent for the team that wins our broadcast game here between Portsmouth West and Peebles. We certainly hope, fingers crossed, that it is the Peebles Indians who are moving on to face off against Berlin Highland. And if you did not join us early in the broadcast, Caleb and I were talking about the fact that Berlin Highland is blessed with a whole bunch of height, but not as much as Grandview Heights. Grandview Heights was scary tall.
Oh, yeah, they had 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" out there across the board, at multiple positions.
But, of course, Berlin Highland also has quite a bit of height as well, including a 6'7" center.
Yeah, he flushed the ball a couple times in that game, so big athletic guy, that's for sure.
Of course, the Portsmouth West Senators with a good bit of height as well. If I remember correctly, on their roster there are 2 players that are 6'4" and 3 players that are 6'3". That's a pretty good amount of height.
That is a lot of height there, and a lot of length. You think, these kids 6'3", 6'4", and Portsmouth West being a football school, you're thinking maybe stocky, and some of them are a little stocky, but most of them are lengthy, and their arm span is ridiculous as well.
Which is why they play that 1-3-1 zone defense that we are going to talk about a whole bunch. We expect to see it the whole game, don't we, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, when you got the size like that, you're going to put one at the top and one on each wing, and they're going to sit back in that all night long. Hopefully, if we're the Indians, we can shoot them out of it, but I don't know if you can shoot them out of it.
Well, it's kind of interesting the way they play the 1-3-1, and again, we're going to talk about that more in a little bit when we talk about strengths and weaknesses between these two ball clubs. Right now, though, it's time to talk about the Magulac Tire Service rosters for both ball clubs. Let's look at, Peebles is actually the visiting team on the scoreboard. Should we start with Peebles, or do you want to start with Portsmouth West?
Nah, I want to start with Portsmouth West. Let's save the home team for last.
All right.
We'll take a look at the Portsmouth West Senators head coach, Mr. Caleb McClanahan, assisted by Mike Atkins, Isaiah Norman, Jesse Dixon, and David Michaels. They're going to carry 13 on their tournament roster, 1 freshman, 5 sophomores, 4 juniors, and 3 seniors. They are number 0, Corbin Miller. He is a 6'4 junior, a 5'8 sophomore. Number 2, Bryson Journey. 3 is Zane Evans. He is a 6'3 sophomore. Another 6'3 senior is number 4, Will Kegley. Number 5 is Harrison Richards. He's a 5'9 junior. 6'1 senior is number 10, Christian Korsko. 11 is Braden Atkins, a 5'8 junior. 5'10 sophomore is 13, Bentley Doles. 22, Owen Richards, 5'9 junior. 6'4 senior, number 23, Logan McIntyre. 24, Braxton Kammer. 6'2 sophomore, 5'10 sophomore, Caleb Middleton. He wears the 33 jersey. And rounding out their roster, 35, Sawyer Staggs, a 5'9 freshman.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Portsmouth West Senators. We're going to take another break, be back to talk about the Peebles Indians roster as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Are you looking for an agent who is more than just a salesman? Learn the difference with Allstate agent Chris Munn. Serving the area for over 20 years, Chris and his staff strive to make personal connections so they can provide the best coverage for everyone. Spring is quickly approaching, so don't forget to grab coverage on your spring and summer equipment. Motorcycles, boats, campers, ATVs, all of these are covered when you choose Chris Munn with Allstate Insurance. Call 937-444-2000 or visit his office in Mount Orb to see what Chris can do for you.
This March 14th at Snappy, we're celebrating Pie Day with a delicious deal that's out of this world. Buy any large pizza at menu price and get a medium one-topping pizza for just $3.14. That's right. Purchase your favorite large pizza and get a medium one-topping for just $3.14. Hurry, this offer is valid Pie Day March 14th only. So grab a slice of the action and let the party begin. Place your order at snappytomato.com or on the Snappy app.
Between work, family, and everything else, going back to school can feel impossible. At Southern State Community College, our career-focused programs are built for adult learners with flexible schedules, online and evening classes, and hands-on training. Worried about cost? Our financial aid team helps you find grants, scholarships, and payment options that work for you. And getting started is simple. Our admissions staff is with you every step of the way. Now is your time. Visit sscc.edu and enroll today.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayesrup up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. It's time to look at our team, the Peebles Indians roster, brought to you by Magulac Tire Service.
Thank you, Ken. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Indian cheerleaders. Bria Brown, Jackie Myers, Megan Smits, Ava Brumley, Aaliyah Purcell, Brooklyn Parker, Addison Puckett, Kendall Young, Taylor Van Fleet, Amron Carroll, Mackenzie Cooper, Izzy Hawkins, and Katie Myers. Their coach is Miss Jody Bird. Taking a look at the Indians under head coach Josh Airy in his 16th season. Assistants are Tim Grooms, Weston Browning, Chad Wilson, Gage Crothers. AD is also Coach Airy, Principal Ty Stevens, and Superintendent Miss Dawn Wallace. They're going to carry 15 on their tournament roster, 4 freshmen, 4 sophomores, 3 juniors, and 4 seniors. They are number 3, Caden LaRouge, a 6-foot sophomore. 5'11 senior is number 5, Colin Sims. Grady Canelti wears the 10 jersey. He's a 6'1 senior. A 6'1 sophomore is number 12, Lucas Krieger. 20 is Cole Elliott. He's a 5'10 sophomore. 6'2 junior is number 22, Connor Gross. Bo Johnson wears the 23 jersey, and he is a 5'10 sophomore. 5'11 junior is number 24, Chase Shoemaker. 30 is Paxton Ryan, a 6'1 senior. 6'2 freshman is number 32, Braylon Stevens. 34 is Josh McClary, a 6'1 junior. 6'4 freshman, number 40, Keegan Puckett. 42, Caleb Johnson, a 6'2 freshman. 6'2 senior is number 44, Wyatt Smart. And rounding out their roster is number 50, Crew Wilson, a 5'9 freshman. That is a look at the Peebles Indians.
All right, thank you, Caleb. We'll take another break. We've got lots more to talk about, including individual stats. We have some great stats for the Peebles Indians, and, of course, some stats that those of you who are really into stats will want to know about the Portsmouth West Senators. When we come back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Dad, the shower just turned ice cold.
Well, someone did just start the dishwasher, the laundry, and the shower all at the same time.
So that's a yes?
Yep. At Schaefer Heating and Cooling, we help families fix comfort problems like that, the right way. From heating and cooling to water heaters and more, we make homes work better together. Schaefer Heating and Cooling, comfort you can trust and people you'll love. Visit schaeferhvac.us.
Looking for your dream home, buying or selling in the Southern Ohio area? Real estate agent Abigail Nichols at Wilson Realtors is here to help you. With expert knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to finding you your perfect home, Abigail makes real estate easy. Call her today at 937-728-2225 or email at nicholsreal24@gmail.com today. Visit wilsonrealtors.net and let Abigail Nichols turn your real estate dreams into reality. Abigail Nichols, your trusted hometown realtor.
If you're hungry for lunch, dinner, or just a quick snack, you need to swing by Bowman's County Line Carryout, just outside of Sinking Spring on State Route 124. Bowman's County Line Carryout offers up delicious pizza, wings, and subs, plus burgers, salads, and sides. Try out one of their pizza specials, like the Sweaty Pig or breakfast pizza. Of course, Bowman's also has a huge selection of your favorite adult beverages, too. Dine in or, carry out at Bowman's County Line Carryout on State Route 124, just outside of Sinking Spring. Is your teen ready to hit the road? The Driving Authority is Southern Ohio's trusted choice for driver's education, serving Highland, Brown, Adams, Clinton, Fayette, Ross, and Pike counties. Opened in 2023, the Driving Authority is a local small business offering flexible scheduling to meet all mandatory driving requirements for new drivers. Visit thedrivingauthority.com to get started today. The Driving Authority, where confidence meets the road.
Welcome back to more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk about scoring stats for these two teams. Pretty impressive on both teams, Caleb. We'll start off with the Peebles Indians. Bo Johnson, 5th in the league, first on the Indian squad, averaging 16.5 points per game. Second on the Indian squad is Josh McClary. He's in the number 7 spot of the league. That's pretty impressive with 14.8 points per game. And then third on the team and 19th in the league, 10.1 points per game for Keegan Puckett. After that, you got Paxton Ryan, 23rd in the league, averaging 9.8. So the top 3 players for the Peebles Indians in double figures, and the 4th scoring player in average just outside of double figures by 0.2 of a point.
That pretty much sums up the Peebles Indians, though. I mean, they spread out the ball so well. Bo and Josh is going to get theirs any night, but I mean, it's nice to have Keegan step up in double figures every night. If Paxton gets hot, he could be up there 19, 20 points, whatever it is. So it's real nice to have 4 guys be able to go 2 scoring. And I've even seen nights where, Kennelty, he steps up, he gets hot, Colin Sims. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's just a very good, complete basketball.
Now, over to the Portsmouth West side, we already talked about the fact that Will Kegley is the Player of the Year in Division 6 Southeast District Coaches Poll. 21 points per game. Pretty impressive for Will Kegley. Obviously, he leads his team. Second on his team, Logan McIntyre, also in double figures, averaging 12.8 points per game. Third on the team, it drops quite a bit. That's Corbin Miller at 5.8 points per game. But, again, if you look at what he did against Manchester, he was in double figures. And against North Adams, I believe he was just outside of double figures. So he is obviously capable of it. 4th on their team, Braden Adkins at 4 points per game. Braxton Kammer at 3.7 points per game. Christian Caraco at 3.2 points per game. And Owen Richards at just 2.7 points per game. So, again, they are kind of top-heavy.
Yeah, they are kind of top-heavy, but like you said, any kid can beat you on any given night. I mean, all it takes is a night just to get hot. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, you got to slow down the 1-2 punch of McIntyre and Kegley, but you also got to be aware of the other guys that, you can't leave them open and they could get hot tonight just as well.
Another important stat in the game, that's rebounds. Peebles as a team is tied for 3rd in the conference in rebounds, averaging 28.8 rebounds per game. Puckett leads the team with 6.1 rebounds per game. Colin Sims, Grady Kennelty, and Josh McClary, and Connor Gross, all averaging about 4 per game. Peebles needs to dominate the boards in this one. We got to be on the defensive boards for sure and stop second chance points for Portsmouth West.
That is exactly where I was going with it. I wrote down 3 keys to this ball game, and rebounding was one of them. Coach Ari and I kind of talked about it in the opener game against Waterford. Waterford just killed them on the offensive glass. Against Eastern Pike, same thing, a big physical ball club. You had the two big guys there just hammering them on the offensive glass, and it got a little better the second game. Tonight, you have to win on the glass. You have to limit the second chance opportunities, and you have to go get the boards.
Let's take another break here on our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We've got lots more to talk about with our analysis of these two teams when we come back after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Is your heating or air conditioning letting you down? Don't worry, the Reveal Comfort Company has you covered. We're locally owned and operated based out of Seaman, Ohio. We provide expert sales, service, installation, and maintenance for all of your heating and cooling needs. Need help fast? We offer 24-hour emergency service. We also have financing options available to fit your budget. The Reveal Comfort Company, local, reliable HVAC services. Call today and schedule an appointment at 937-779-7213.
Have you had it with your current clunker, but buying a new car seems, well, too expensive? Why not skip all that hassle and check out Crow Motors in Mount Ork? They have dedicated themselves to offering quality, affordable vehicles at no hassle price. Stop by and check out their wide selection of used vehicles. Their friendly sales staff will be happy to help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. Check out their selection online. You can even apply for financing online as well. It's Crow Motors on US 68 in Mount Ork. Call 444-6698 or visit them online at crowmotors.com.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Some more important stats. Let's start with assists. Peebles averaging 16.2 combined as a team. Connor Gross leads the team with 6 assists per game.
Yeah, we talk about Kane Dodson being a great point guard. Connor Gross is right there behind him, but either one of them can lead my team any day of the week. Connor don't care if he scores points or anything. He is the definition of a point guard. And some of the passes that he makes, some of the anticipated passes, I should say, that he makes and finds guys, it just astounds me.
Blocks, well, Peebles is not real big on those, and I'm okay with that because they can get you in foul trouble if you swat at the ball too much. They only average 2.6 per game as a team. Steals, now there's a good stat for you for the Peebles Indians. They lead the SHAC Conference in steals, averaging 10.8 per game. Josh McClary leads the team with 2.3, which makes him second in the conference behind Parker Hayslip from Manchester.
And we talk about defense into offense all the time. That's what the Indians do. Anticipating passes, getting out in the passing lane, and that's what really fires and fuels this offense. So we'll definitely need a few of those tonight to fire the Indians' offense.
Here's another impressive stat for Peebles, field goal percentages. Peebles has 3 of the top 5 in the SHAC in field goal percentages. Colin Sims is number 1 in the SHAC with 63.2%. Keegan Puckett is 3rd in the SHAC at 61.9%. And Bo Johnson is 5th in the SHAC at 60.4%.
And 2 out of 3 of those shooting pretty heavily shot amounts, and Bo Johnson and Keegan Puckett. Colin does a really good job, and most of his are breakaway steals, but when you're shooting the ball that well, that's usually vouched pretty good for your team.
And if you thought that was impressive, how about 3 in the top 6 in the SHAC behind the three-point arc, with Bo Johnson leading the SHAC and the Peebles Indians at 46%.
Yeah, anytime you can get around the 50% mark or anywhere north of 40% in high school basketball as a three-point shooter, that is pretty impressive. And Bo picks and chooses his shot, but when he takes it, he usually buries it.
From the free throw line, Bo Johnson leads the Peebles Indians at 78.3%. So we want Bo on the line, as happened in the last game, by the way, if we end up being fouled a lot near the end of the game. Also, Josh McClary, he's 2nd on the team at 74.6, and Josh Canelti 3rd on the team at 72.1.
Yeah, all 3 pretty good free throw shooters. Definitely know who you want the ball in the hand of at the end of the game, like you said, Ken.
We'll take another quick break. We are not too far from tip-off, folks. We're getting close. the Portsmouth West Senators and the Peebles Indians. We're back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Elite Roofing is the best choice for high-quality products and services at a reasonable rate with courteous and honest customer service. Whether you need a new roof or roof repair, Elite has you covered with free estimates, skilled installations, plus a 5-year workmanship warranty available with shingle and metal roofs. Visit EliteRoofingOhio.com or call Michael or Brandon at 937-500-7663. That's 937-500-ROOF.
Looking for a new home? Moving and needing to sell your current home? Call the professionals at Wilson Realtors at 937-544-2355. Proudly serving Adams, Brown, and Highland counties, Craig Wilson and the agents at Wilson Realtor will work hard for you. Wilson Realtor specializes in residential, farm, commercial, investment properties, and much more. Wilson Realtors, located at 418 East Main Street in West Union. Call 937-544-2355. Check their listings at wilson-realtors.net or like them on Facebook. Wilson Realtors, they put the action in satisfaction.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we provide our customers with mobile banking so we can give them the flexibility to stay on top of their banking no matter the time of day. With mobile banking, you can check your account balances, securely transfer funds between accounts, view and pay bills, and review your account history. So access to your financial accounts is always just a few clicks away. Download the National Bank of Adams County mobile app today and see how convenient banking local can be.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Do you remember personal service? Real personal service? Not self-service. Not that push a button and talk to somebody in another country service. The kind of service that you get because people are actually nice, they care, and they really want you to be satisfied. Think that doesn't exist anymore? Think again. Contact the Hazelbaker Insurance Agency in West Union at 937-544-5544 or stop by their office at 100 East Mulberry Street. You've worked hard for what you have. They'll work hard to protect it.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Again, I'm Ken Smith along with Caleb Rayburn, Traven Hildebrand, our producer, back in the studio tonight on 99.5 The Edge. Caleb, we've given people all the numbers. Now it's time to talk about what we think.
What do you want to talk about first?
Well, strengths and weaknesses are what we really need to cover in this segment. Let's start with Portsmouth West. The strengths, my opinion, they do have the dominant scoring player, 6'3", Kegley, averaging 21 points per game. The team is tall, they're long, we've talked about that. They love to get into the passing lanes. They play that 1-3-1, and it's not a trap. It's all about the passing lanes, and they're going to pound it inside to Kegley, and he can shoot threes too.
Yeah, and part of that 1-3-1, they want you to skip it over so they can get out into those passing lanes, and then they got a 2-on-1 fast break. But when you try to skip a cross-court path, well, now they got the 5'9" Richards down low on the bottom of a 1-3-1, who is quick as lightning. They can go pick it off, and that's a turnover as well. So it's really not all about the trapping in their 1-3-1. But I wrote some key points down here for our Indians, Mr. Smith.
Well, let's save that for just a moment,
okay,
because I've got some weaknesses from some other folks out there. Some other folks out there within the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. We're blessed to have a lot of connections, aren't we?
Oh, we're definitely blessed, especially with the coaches that we do have. We're definitely blessed for sure.
And one of those folks that was able to give me a little bit of some background on Portsmouth West said that they don't have any depth, and they're pretty hot and cold, or can be hot and cold in shooting.
Yeah, they're streaky, and like we said earlier, 72% is what they shot in the second half there. Sunday against Valley. And in the first half, they only scored 17 points. So that's just an example there of the streakiness. So if they're hot, they're on. If they're not, they're not, I guess.
All right, Caleb, let's talk about strengths and weaknesses for Peebles. And that's where I know you've already done some analysis.
Yeah, I did some homework earlier. I wrote down 3 keys to this game. And I wrote down tempo, turnovers, and rebounding. Rebounding, of course, we already talked about a little bit. Turnovers. Not only do you have to take care of the basketball against this 1-3-1 defense, But on your side of the defensive ball for the Indians, you've got to create those tournaments because that gets these shooters out in the lanes, running to the corners and things like that for open shots, and that doesn't allow Portsmouth West to get back and set up in that 1-3-1 offense. I've watched them play 2-3 times now. Their transition defense, it's a little hit or miss. Guys get lost. So if we can force some turnovers and create easy run-out buckets, I think that'll get us in a good rhythm. Like I said, rebounding we kind of already talked about, Ken. The last thing I want to talk about is tempo. Tempo. You've got to play your basketball game. You've got to get them up and down the floor. 6, 7 people, that's all they're going to run in tonight. If you can run them up and down the floor, I think they'll get tired, and that's when we'll see their shooting percentage go down. Those are kind of my 3 keys here to the game for the Indians.
Well, one thing that I wrote down, or a couple things that I wrote down, Peebles can absolutely shoot the lights out. We need this to be one of those nights.
Yeah, we definitely need, Johnson. We talked about the field goal percentage. Johnson, Puckett, McClary. I've yet to see kind of Paxton have that game here in the tournament. Maybe he's due for a nice shooting night tonight, knocking down a few shots. Definitely need the Indians to be on fire here tonight.
You already mentioned it. The way to beat the 1-3-1 is to run, and Peebles loves to run. Let's hope we can get some steals, get the run-outs, avoid the 1-3-1 with layups. Turnovers against that 1-3-1, that's going to be an Achilles heel for us. We know that Portsmouth West follows those with a breakaway for a layup, so we can't be having turnovers.
Yeah, can't be having turnovers, and I don't want to say the little mental lapses. Peebles has had a couple times the little mental lapses this year, or the makeup fouls. You make a turnover or something, then you make a foul. Can't get into foul trouble here tonight against this Portsmouth West Ball Club.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with starters and tip-off as we wrap up the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Buying a memorial is not like buying anything else. It's a deeply personal process that is best conducted face-to-face and heart-to-heart. Whether it's a traditional graveside monument, a cremation monument, or pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326. Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Primary Plus is more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, they've been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky and southern Ohio, providing state-of-the-art care for the region that we call home. Their biggest goal is to get you as healthy as they can so that you don't need a doctor as often. With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. Primary Plus is more than your family doctor. They're the doctor in your family.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Mackulac Tire Service starting lineup. Caleb.
Let's take a look at the home team on the scoreboard. Portsmouth West Senators. They're going to start 3 seniors and 2 juniors. They are number 0, Corbin Miller. Number 4, Will Kegley. Number 10, Christian Kiosco. 11, Braden Atkins. And 23, Logan McIntyre. For our Indians, they're going to start 1 senior, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. They are number 10, Grady Canelty. 22, Connor Gross. 23, Bo Johnson. 34, Josh McClary. And number 40, Keegan Puckett. As you hear old Sweet Lou behind us doing the same thing we're doing.
That's right. And, of course, there's the guys in stripes. Who are our officials tonight, Caleb?
Man, we have a great crew. Kyle Gilmore, Drew DeLatel, and Jeff Price. Regional semifinals, couldn't expect a better crew.
And we are set and ready for tip-off here at the OU Convocation Center as Sweet Lou wraps up all the introductions. Peebles is the visiting team on the scoreboard. They are in their visiting red uniforms with white numerals and, of course, red stripes as well. On the flip side, the Senators of Portsmouth West in their home whites with orange numerals and orange and black stripes. Tipping it off, it's going to be McIntyre for the Portsmouth West Senators, the 6'4 senior, against Canelty. That's Grady Canelty, the 6'1 senior for Peebles. And Portsmouth West controls the tip where the basketball is going to be Kegley. Kegley feeds it right side to McIntyre. Peebles, it looks like, is going to match up. Nope, not a man-to-man. It's a zone as a player flashes through the middle and they don't match up. So it looks like we're going to play, is it a 3-2?
Yeah, it looks like a little 3-2 or 1-2-2, however you want to look at it. But looks like we're going to have a turnover against Portsmouth West.
A pass to Corbin Miller down in the corner. He stepped back and out of bounds.
That's court awareness. That's all that is right there. But looks like the Senators were a little confused there against the zone defense by the Indians.
All right, so let's get a first look at the 1-3-1 with a basketball. Puckett working it back and forth along with Gross. They go to the right side, now in the corner to McClary. McClary is tripped and fouled. So the Portsmouth West Senators are going to start off their stats with a foul.
Well, a turnover and a foul. That's going to be on 23. Logan McIntyre, his first, team's first here in the quarter.
Canelty looks to inbound the basketball about midway in the front court. They'll go all the way in the back court to Gross on the inbound and popping way out top Kegley on that 1-3-1. Pass goes left side, and now they go back into the hands of Gross. Gross gets it into Canelty. Canelty inside the paint, kicks it out. Now they go out top Gross. Johnson in the corner for three. It's good.
Good extra pass there from Connor Gross. Gives Bo Johnson his first 3 points here this evening.
With the basketball, Kegley feeds it right side.
Your leading scorer and your assist man, as there's a nice tip pass there by Bo Johnson. Opened up right there to start scoring off. Had it tipped out of bounds there, Ken, or side out.
So Kegley now will inbound the basketball. Has it out top, works it around to the right side. As they feed it in and have to bring it back out. Get things situated correctly here. That was McIntyre with it. McIntyre has it back on the left side. Now they go out top to Carrasco. Carrasco back to McIntyre. They go inside, outside to Miller for a three, and it's good.
What he did the other night. He hit the first one and got hot. Corbin Miller, give him 3 points now in the ball game.
We're tied at 3-all. Now with the basketball on the left side, McClary. They'll reverse it to Gross right side. I don't like these big lob passes. Way out top for a huge three, Josh McClary.
He likes it out there. He don't go to the first line or the second line. He goes a little beyond. Give him 3 points now, Josh McClary.
Now with the basketball, Kegley. As this zone is forcing Portsmouth West to stay way out behind the three-point line. And really kind of a bit of both teams going to do the same thing with zone defenses.
You definitely got to know where McIntyre is, and then you got to know where Miller is. And then, of course, you got to always know where Kegley is, but there's McIntyre 3.
And that one rims out with the rebound is going to be Gross. Gross double team, gets up the floor, almost loses it out to McClary. McClary dribbling on the left side wing against the zone. Reverses it to Johnson on the right side. Back to McClary. Now they've got Canelty down in the corner. They keep passing him up. They go into Puckett. Puckett, spin move inside the paint. It's up. It's good.
Good, strong move there by the freshman, averaging 10.1 points. Give him his first 2.
Portsmouth West with the basketball. It'll be McIntyre dribbling out to the right side, directing some traffic. Adkins gets his first touch. Now back to McIntyre. He got to the elbow, but goes back out to Kegley. for a three. No good. Rebound tipped around, but Bo Johnson able to control it. We got lucky there because Gross hit the floor, and they would have had an easy putback.
Yeah, he kind of tripped there a little bit, knocking out the defender there. Almost got a foul there called.
Puckett all the way out with the basketball to Gross. Now they go to McClary. McClary on the drive has it taken away from behind. Good steal here by McIntyre. McIntyre 1-on-4 has to slow it up. Goes out to Adkins for the set three shot. No good. Long rebound tipped out, and Puckett gets tied up on the floor with it. Great hustle by Puckett.
Great hustle by the freshman all the way out at the three-point line. Dove forcing a jump ball and a turnover. On the jump ball, its possession will go to the Indians. Checking into the game for the Senators is going to be number 22. That is Owen Richards.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Baxla Tractor halftime report brought to you by Baxla Tractor in Seaman and Batavia. We will mow through the first half stats and see what the Peebles Indians need to do to harvest a win.
Also checking into the Senators, Ken, was Braxton Kamer, 24.
Well, there's that first steal as they take it away from Bo Johnson with the 1-3-1 zone defense. With it is going to be Richards, the new guy in, goes in the corner for a three-point look by Miller. That's no good. Backside rebound pulled down by Gross. Gross quickly brings it up the floor and goes out to Bo Johnson in the corner for three. It's no good. Rebound fought for, and they're going to get Puckett for a foul underneath.
That's going to be Keegan Puckett's first, team's first here in the quarter.
3:42 to go in the first quarter. Peebles leads it 8-3 over top of Portsmouth West. For your Mackenzie Carrington attorney at law in Mount Orb scoreboard update. Again, Peebles 8, Portsmouth West 3, 3:40 to go now in the first quarter.
Couple substitutions into the game for the Indians. Sims and Paxton Ryan checking in to the ball game.
Richards working it with McIntyre, goes to the right side. Now out top to Richards. Richards drives, jump stop inside, dishes off. It's up and in off the hands of Corbin Miller.
Corbin Miller now has 5 points, all 5 points for the Senators.
Cuts the lead to 3. McClary goes out top to Paxton Ryan. They'll reverse it back to McClary on the left side. Now to Gross. Gross likes the 3. Oh, it pops out. Rebound's going to be controlled down underneath by Cameron.
Don't mind the shot there, Ken. If they're going to respect the other shooters, they got to respect Connor Gross too.
Out top with it. McIntyre directing traffic. Peebles still in that 3-2 zone. Now Miller has it out top. Goes right side to Kegley. So far, Kegley hasn't contributed much on the offensive end.
Not yet. He's kind of been floating around, but that's the way he was against the Valley game. All his points were in the second half as he loads the 3 up there.
That one from the right side corner. It's no good. Backside rebound pulled down by Ryan. Ryan pushes it up the floor, passes back out top to Gross. Now they go into Puckett. Puckett had it tipped from behind, but tracks it down. Out it goes to Ryan, and now back out top to Gross. Popping out for it, Sims. They try to go inside the Puckett. It's stolen away. Another turnover for the Indians.
So I'm talking about the quickness down there on the baseline by Richards.
Kegley with it right side. Reverses to McIntyre over on the left side of the floor. Now to Miller out top. McIntyre, they go inside. Nobody there to stop the big guy, Cameron, but he misses the shot. Peebles with a rebound. They push it up the floor to Puckett. Puckett gets stopped on the spin and travels. Good defense there by Portsmouth West.
Into the game for the Indians. Grady Canelty Reed checking into the ball game, and Bo Johnson checking back into the ball game. That is 4 turnovers here early for the Indians here in this first quarter. We're going to have a timeout, Ken.
Timeout, Portsmouth West. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Peebles Indians leading by 3, 8-5. Kind of been cold the last couple of minutes, Caleb.
Kind of been cold, and I'm not liking the big lob passes there on the 1-3-1.
Yeah, the high arc passes are scary.
I think we got to get into the driving lanes a little bit here as the game goes on.
I do like the way the Indians are looking so far on the defensive end. They are going to switch it up and go man-to-man now as Kegley has it, dribbling over on the right side. Goes to McIntyre out top. Again, Peebles matching up man-to-man this possession. Kegley right side. He'll dribble it to the top. Goes left to McIntyre. McIntyre tried to drive but got stopped. Now they go to Miller. Right side. About halfway to the block. Feeds it out top. Kammer for a 3. That's no good. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds off of Portsmouth West.
That's a 1-for-6 start for the Senators here in the first quarter. Checking into the ballgame for the Senators is going to be number 10. That is Carrasco. And along with number 5, Mr. Harrison Richards going to check into the ballgame.
Prepare for the Stars to align. The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is set for Saturday, March 28th at North Adams High School. Be sure to join us. Again, that is on our sister station, C103. What we got, Caleb, a foul?
We got a foul there on a nice drive. I think we need to do a little bit more of that. Bo Johnson driving baseline there. I missed the number. I believe it was on number 5, and it was. That is Mr. Richards, who just entered the ballgame. That'll be his first, team second here in the quarter.
Looking to inbound, Ryan gets it to Johnson, and it's tipped into the backcourt. Johnson able to track it down. Now to McClary. McClary taking his time, goes to Johnson. Now they go left side for a three-point shot by Ryan. That one's no good. Down underneath on the rebound, we've got a dual possession. That's going to go the way of Portsmouth West.
Checking into the ballgame for the Indians is going to be Connor Gross. He's going to replace Josh McClary.
44.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Peebles has got to start dropping those threes. It looks like that's where we're gonna live or die on the three-point hill.
Definitely got to get downhill, and we got to get in those driving lanes a little bit.
McIntyre dribbling with it out top. Popping out for it is Kegley. Kegley has it top of the key, trying to work it, gets stopped. Nice defense. Goes out on the right side to Evans, back to Kegley.
Be a great defensive battle there to watch all night. Kegley versus Canelti.
Kegley stops and pops from 10. No good. Rebound controlled and pulled down by Sims. Gets the outlet to Gross. Gross now with it out top. Across the court it goes to Ryan. Back to Gross. Still throwing a lot of those high arcing shots. Nice. Down underneath, but they go inside, outside to Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down, but the buzzer will stop the quarter. Peebles on top by 3. Low score. 8-5. Again, Peebles on top. We're back with second quarter action after this on 99.5 The Edge.
G2 Auto on Main Street in Peebles, Ohio is on the cutting edge of the car buying experience. Stop in on the lots or shop the full G2 Auto inventory any time of day at g2autollc.com. Whether you're looking for your first or your next car, truck, or SUV, the high-speed staff at G2 Auto is ready to serve you. Don't forget, you can check out the G2 Auto virtual showroom and even get pre-approved online at g2autollc.com.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
Dr. David and Jody Parrott would like to express how much they've enjoyed watching the young men and women of Adams County play sports through the years. Our local schools have a long tradition of successful teams, stretching back several generations, and the entire community is very proud of their team's accomplishments this season. Your hard work and dedication will keep the winning basketball tradition alive and help to inspire future players to achieve their fullest potential. Best of luck for Dr. David and Jody Parrott.
Peebles will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Puckett out right side. It's going to go to Ryan. He has it taken away. Well, unfortunately, we're going to start off with a turnover. But, I don't know, a foul on the other end. I thought maybe we were going to get a steal. Shooting, not real good, Caleb, in that first quarter for either team.
Not real good at all. 43 for 7 and 2 for 10 to open up the scoring percentage there. Shooting percentage is what I'm trying to say. As Paxton Ryan's going to pick up that foul, his team's first here in the quarter.
Inbound with it to Carrasco. They'll go out top to Adkins. And then right side Miller for a three. That one is good.
Peebles Indians 8, Corbin Miller 8, as he has all 8 points for the Senators.
We are tied at 8-all. Peebles with the basketball. McClary has it over on the right side. Goes to Gross. Now in the corner. 3-point look by Ryan. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by McClary. Well, good effort there for the rebound as he crashed the boards but couldn't hang on to it.
Too stagnant out on the perimeter there. We got to get some cuts and we got to get some movement off the ball against that 1-3-1.
Basketball and Snappy Tomato Pizza are the perfect pair. Be sure to order Snappy's from your local Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman, West Union, and Maysville. You can download the free Snappy app. My favorite way to order. That's, in fact, how I ordered dinner last night. Miller with the basketball out top for Portsmouth West. Goes right side to Carrasco. Now out on the wing with it is going to be McIntyre. He'll try a three. That one no good. Rebound controlled by McClary. Almost lost it away. Able to save it to Gross. Gross pushing it up the floor. Behind the back dribble. Has it tipped away. But Puckett almost gets it in the corner. Well, we did save it. McClary for three. Off the front of the rim. No good. Long rebound controlled by Gross. Gross under pressure, trying to get a putback, finally does, and it's no good. And then we've got two players on the same team trying to get the ball. That should have been a travel.
Three looks there on that possession for the Indians. Got to get those shots to start falling.
Carrasco with it out on the right side wing. Goes to McIntyre out top. Peebles is back in a zone. No, they're in a man-to-man still. With it is going to be Adkins. Kind of liked that look of the zone. McIntyre, they feed it inside. Kegley, then to the free throw line to Carrasco. Can't do anything with it. Back to Kegley. Kegley on a turnaround spin. Nice job by McClary trying to draw the charge, but didn't get the call.
District Player of the Year's first 2 points of the ball game.
And the first lead of the game for Portsmouth West by 2, 10-8. With 5:21 to go in the second quarter. Timeout, Peebles. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Dr. David and Jody Pear would like to express how much they've enjoyed watching the young men and women of Adams County play sports through the years. Our local schools have a long tradition of successful teams, stretching back several generations, and the entire community is very proud of their team's accomplishments this season. Your hard work and dedication will keep the winning basketball tradition alive and help to inspire future players to achieve their fullest potential. Best of luck for Dr. David and Jody Parrott.
Southern Ohio Tire, located just outside of Sinking Spring, Ohio, is your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Puckett with it on the inbound as Peebles has the basketball, taking his time. Gets it to Gross. Gross will have it out on the right side wing. Oh, they feed back inside to Puckett up and in. That's nice.
That's what we need. You need the inside look to open up the outside look. Good strong finish there by the freshman. Give him 4 points now.
Back to a tie at 10-all. McIntyre trying to feed it to Kegley. It is saved, but then thrown away as a good, smart job there by Sims. You never want to save the ball on the opposing end of the floor if you don't have a player to throw it to. So he threw it way into the backcourt and it went out of bounds.
IQ, basketball IQ right there.
Yep. That was Sims.
Big time play.
Now they got to bring it all the way up the floor. Kegley with the basketball. Kegley over on the right side. Dribbling out top. Now gets it to Carrasco. then left side Adkins. Adkins will go to McIntyre out top. Then left side Carrasco. Carrasco drives the baseline. Shot over top, Puckett, no good. Sims on the rebound.
Good rebound there by Colin Sims. Only 5'10", but good strong rebound there.
Gross trying to feed it to Puckett in the corner, and it's tipped away by the West Siders. That's what they do. They get their hands in the passing lane.
Kamer and Richards checking back into the ball game for the Senators. Or West Siders, I guess that depends on which one you want to.
Well, they're officially the Senators. They used to always consider themselves or be called the West Siders, but they are officially the Portsmouth West Senators. Puckett with it inside the paint. It's up, and we get the hometown roll. Although it's not the hometown, but we get the roll.
Nice touch there. It's quickly back the other way. 24. That's Kamer. He's going to put the shot up and in for two.
So we had a 2-point lead for mere seconds, back to tied at 12 all. Sims with the basketball for Peebles on the right side, goes to Puckett. Puckett had it tipped away, but is able to track it back down. Now they go in the corner to Ryan, and then to Puckett again in the paint. Puckett had it knocked away. Johnson got it, Sims. They go all the way around to Ryan on the opposite side for a three, no good. Rebound controlled by Portsmouth West. McIntyre trying to push it. Stops and pops at the free throw line. Nobody picks him up. And on the rebound, we have got a foul called against Peebles. Unfortunately, it's going to go back to Portsmouth West, and we had the rebound.
That foul is going to be on number 5, Colin Sims, his first. Team second here in the quarter as Grady Kennelty and Josh McClary check back into the game for the Indians.
Again, remember the Indians a little bit deeper on the bench than Portsmouth West, so Coach Airy using that depth. McIntyre looking to inbound, and they get Kegley on a cut up and in. Well-executed play.
Will Kegley now with 4 points in the ball game.
Sims with it. He'll drive in over top the defense off the glass. No good, but they call in for the player control foul. That's 2 quick ones.
That's going to be costly. That's his second on Colin Sims. Going to be the third here in the quarter for the Indians. As coming back into the game for the Indians is going to be Keegan Puckett. He will replace Colin Sims with those 2 fouls.
Let's take a look at that Carrington Law Office in Mount Orb scoreboard update, the care you deserve and the results you need from Carrington Law Office with 3:20 to go in the first half. It's a 2-point lead for Portsmouth West, 14-12 over top of Peebles. Kamer with it, out top, goes right side McIntyre. McIntyre gets a screen by Miller. It's stopped on the drive, out to Kamer. Now left side, it'll go to Richards. Portsmouth West showing a lot of patience against the man-to-man now.
Interesting matchup down here. You folks can't see it, of course, but Grady Kennelty face guarding Will Kegley.
We keep trying to change Kennelty's name. I called him Josh Kennelty in the tip-off show, and that's probably a relative, but Josh Kennelty, a musician, not a basketball player. Down underneath, the shot missed by Miller. Rebound controlled by Peebles. What were you trying to change him to?
I was trying to change him to his older brother as there's a turnover by the Indians.
Yeah, on a drive, it's tipped away from Gross, and then a dual possession. And it's going to go the way of Portsmouth West, or is it going to stay with Peebles? That's Portsmouth West.
And that's going to be a turnover for the Indians. That is the 6th turnover here in the first half. And I'm trying to change Grady to Zane, his older brother, who played a couple years ago. He graduated already.
McIntyre will have it. Brings it up the floor against man-to-man defense across the timeline. Goes to the top of the key. Dribbles to the right. Backs it out. Directing some traffic. Passes to Kamer on the right side wing. Now to McIntyre out top. Reverses left side Miller. He thought about the three. Instead, a hook pass goes into Kegley. Kegley trying to work it inside. Shot up, and it's good.
Will Kegley now with 6 points all in the second quarter here.
Biggest lead of the half for Portsmouth West at 4, and then Kegley, I believe it's Kegley, called for the foul on the other end.
That will be on Kegley, his team's first here in the quarter. I thought it was a shooting foul, but I was wrong.
No, he was on the drive.
Number 10, Mr. Kiosco, and number 5, that's Harrison Richards checking back into the ballgame for the Senators.
Minute 51 to go in the first half as we work our way toward the Baxla Tractor halftime show. Out top, Gross decided to go into Puckett. Puckett fouled inside. He's triple teamed. Out to Gross. Now McClary. McClary trying to drive. Gets rid of it to Johnson. Johnson on the baseline. Stops and pops. He's fouled. Bo Johnson, who is our best free throw shooter for the Indians, going to the line for 2.
That's going to be on number 40. No, I don't have a 40. I'm looking at that backwards. Braxton Kammer, that's 24. Braxton Kammer, his first, team second here in the quarter, as Mr. Johnson going to the free throw line.
First one is good.
Bo on the year is 36 for 46, now 37 for 47 now on the year from the free throw line.
Johnson cuts it to a 3-point lead for Portsmouth West. Could make it 2 here, and he does.
Give Bo Johnson 5 points on the ball game now.
Full court pressure. Peebles not able to get a steal. Kegley on the drive against Puckett. It's up and in. Back to a 4-point lead for Portsmouth West. On the other end, Peebles wasting no time getting it up the floor. McClary with it out top. Hands it off right side to Canelti. Over to Gross on the left side and a kick as they try to get it into Puckett.
Back into the ballgame for the Senators is going to be number 11. That's Braden Atkins.
18-14 the score. Portsmouth West leading Peebles. Down to 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the first half. Gross will look to pull the trigger underneath. Goes out top to McClary. Now to Johnson. Back to McClary on the left side wing. This 1-3-1 defense is very effective. McClary caught in the trap. Finds Canelti. Goes to Johnson. Peebles forced to take a lot of time to think about it. Now Canelti with it out on the right side wing. Gets it to McClary in the corner, and now they go inside Puckett. Puckett back out to Johnson. Johnson faked the 3, stops and pops at the elbow for 2. It's no good. On the rebound, it's Portsmouth West.
Get the ball down there on the baseline to Puckett. You got to throw some slashers in there, cutting off the backside, wide open.
Low scoring first half. Both teams way below what they normally would have in a half of basketball game. Adkins with it. Kegley pops out top, down to 20 seconds to go. Now McIntyre with it. Portsmouth West going to work it for a final shot. Adkins way out away from the basket. Down to 12 seconds. Now Kegley comes back for it. Look for him to drive. Kegley, here comes the drive. Gets all the way inside the paint. Puckett stops him. And with the rebound, it's going to be Canelti. And then he loses it away in the backcourt, but not a shot at half. That's how we will end the very low-scoring first half with a 4-point lead for Portsmouth West. 18-14 the score as Portsmouth West leads Peebles. We're back with the Baxla Tractor halftime right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Dream lawns need a realistic plan, and Kubota has reliable, powerful zero-turn mowers to help you see those dreams come to life. Plus, dealer support to help you achieve your goals. Stop by Baxla Tractor today. Right now, bring home select Kubota Z400 series for 0 down and 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. Now through March 31st. See Baxla Tractor or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer. Visit us online at BaxlaTractor.com.
It's time to mow through the first half stats and see what these teams need to do to harvest a win. This is the Baxla Tractor Sales Halftime Show. We'll head courtside for the first half stats and more right after this here on 99.5 The Edge.
Dream lawns need a realistic plan, and Kubota has reliable, powerful zero-turn mowers to help you see those dreams come to life. Plus, dealer support to help you achieve your goals. Stop by Baxla Tractor today. Right now, bring home select Kubota Z400 series for 0 down and 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. Now through March 31st. See Baxla Tractor or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer. Visit us online at BaxlaTractor.com.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
Welcome back to the Baxley Tractor halftime. Looking at the scoring in the first quarter. Well, it's a quick look because there wasn't a whole lot of it. Peebles did win that first quarter by 3 points, 8-5. Very low scoring quarter. Second quarter, not a tremendous amount more of scoring. Portsmouth West did outscore Peebles in that one by 7 points, though, 13-6. That gives Portsmouth West a 4-point lead at halftime, 18-14. Again, that's 32 total points scored in the first half. That's what Peebles should have in just one half of basketball, Caleb.
Yeah, they had 32 points on Sunday afternoon in the first half. So when you're only taking 14 shot attempts in the first half, that's definitely well below the season average for the Indians. Kind of like what they were doing there in the second quarter, trying to get it inside a little bit more, but definitely got to get down these driving lanes.
Well, we talked about it in our tip-off show. Both of these teams can be hot or cold. They're starting off cold in the first half. Let's hope it's the Peebles Indians that heat up in the second half. Stick with us. We've got more of the Baxley Tractor halftime coming up right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in 11 high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Jerry Hague Motors wishes all local teams good luck in their tournaments. Truck Month is back. All 2026 Silverado 1500s will be sold for GM supplier discount. Example of the savings: a 2026 Silverado 1500 RST V8 engine saves $7,360 total value. Plus, limited time special. Costco executive members save another $1,250 more. Trade-ins are needed, and we are offering top price for nice one-owner trades. And at Jerry Hague Motors, we offer great service after the sale. I'm Steve Hague, and I want your business.
Are you looking for an agent who is more than just a salesman? Learn the difference with Allstate agent Chris Munn. Serving the area for over 20 years, Chris and his staff strive to make personal connections so they can provide the best coverage for everyone. Spring is quickly approaching, so don't forget to grab coverage on your spring and summer equipment. Motorcycles, boats, campers, ATVs, all of these are covered when you choose Chris Munn with Allstate Insurance. Call 937-444-2000 or visit his office in Mount Orb to see what Chris can do for you.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Baxley Tractor halftime. I've got people messaging us about video, Caleb. We got to remind everybody the OHSAA does not allow us to do video at the regional level. So that's why you are getting audio only. If you are listening to us on our social media for Good Guys Radio TV.
There is that bill that's sitting on Mike DeWine's desk.
That's right.
For next year.
That's right. We are hoping that next year that will be changed by our state legislators. Caleb, let's talk about stats here at the Baxley Tractor halftime. What do you got for us?
Nothing crazy. No crazy shooting percentages.
Crazy bad.
Indians shooting 36% in the first half. They had 3 players getting the scoring column. Pretty much the same thing there for the Senators. They shot 38% in the first half, but they also shot 7 more times. They go 8 for 21 in the first half, and they also had 3 different players getting the scoring column. So nothing really crazy sticking out. Senators haven't made it to the free throw line yet. Indians are 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
What do you think we're going to see change in the second half? Well, I tell you what, we'll talk about it when we come back with more of the Baxla Tractor halftime right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
This March 14th at Snappy, we're celebrating Pie Day with a delicious deal that's out of this world. Buy any large pizza at menu price and get a medium one-topping pizza for just $3.14. That's right. Purchase your favorite large pizza and get a medium one-topping for just $3.14. Hurry, this offer is valid Pie Day March 14th only. So grab a slice of the action and let the party begin. Place your order at snappytomato.com or on the Snappy app.
Between work, family, and everything else, going back to school can feel impossible. At Southern State Community College, our career-focused programs are built for adult learners with flexible schedules, online and evening classes, and hands-on training. Worried about cost? Our financial aid team helps you find grants, scholarships, and payment options that work for you. And getting started is simple. Our admissions staff is with you every step of the way. Now is your time. Visit sscc.edu and enroll today.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Haysrup up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
Dad, the shower just turned ice cold.
Well, someone did just start the dishwasher, the laundry, and the shower all at the same time.
So that's a yes?
Yep. At Schaefer Heating and Cooling, we help families fix comfort problems like that, the right way. From heating and cooling to water heaters and more, we make homes work better together. Schaefer Heating and Cooling, comfort you can trust and people you'll love. Visit schaeferhvac.us.
Welcome back to the Baxla Tractor halftime. Caleb, what do you tell Coach Airy if you had been in the locker room to give advice to change in the second half?
Watch the passing lanes here. They baited it in the first half. There's big lob passes across court. They're going to jump them here in the second half. That's what they did against Valley Sunday. That's what they're going to do here in the second half. Guarantee it.
All right, that would be the big change. Take care of the basketball. You say feed it down to the baseline, correct?
Feed it down to the baseline, and the backside is wide open, so we got to get our slashers on the backside.
All right, that'll do it for the Baxla Tractor halftime. One final break. We're back with second half action after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Looking for your dream home? Buying or selling in the Southern Ohio area? Real estate agent Abigail Nichols at Wilson Realtors is here to help you. With expert knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to finding you your perfect home, Abigail makes real estate easy. Call her today at 937-728-2225 or email at nicholsreal24@gmail.com today. Visit wilsonrealtors.net and let Abigail Nichols turn your real estate dreams into reality. Abigail Nichols, your trusted hometown realtor.
If you're hungry for lunch, dinner, or just a quick snack, you need to swing by Bowman's County Line Carryout, just outside of Sinking Spring on State Route 124. Bowman's County Line Carryout offers up delicious pizza, wings, and subs, plus burgers, salads, and sides. Try out one of their pizza specials, like the Sweaty Pig or breakfast pizza. Of course, Bowman's also has a huge selection of your favorite adult beverages, too. Dine in or, carry out at Bowman's County Line Carryout on State Route 124, just outside of Sinking Spring.
The Peebles Indians will have the basketball to start the second half. 18-14, Portsmouth West leading. Let's get a basket right here to start things off. Canelti with it on the left side wing. Goes right side to Gross. Gross lobs it inside to Canelti. Oh, it's tipped away. A little bit high on that lob and allowed that steal.
That's 7 turnovers in the game for the Indians now.
McIntyre goes left side. Adkins back to McIntyre. He's going to try and start with a college range three. No good. Canelti on the rebound. Outlet pass to Gross. They try to go across to Johnson, and it's tipped away. Already with the steals and then a recovery foul by Peebles. It did stop the layup, though.
It's going to be on 22. Connor Gross, his first, team's first here in the quarter.
His first, team first.
So Portsmouth West will inbound in front of us. Well, not quite in front of us. I mean, it is in front of us, but way down in front of us.
Yeah, way down about, what, about 16 feet, Ken? It might be. We might be up higher than that.
Yeah, I'd say more like 20 feet at least, if not more. With it over on the left-hand side is going to be McIntyre. Out top it goes to Adkins. They'll reverse right side Miller. Miller thought about it. Goes back to Adkins. Now Kegley comes out to get it on the left side wing. Working it around the three-point arc.
I wondered if the Indians would go back to this. They had success with it earlier. They're back in that 3-2 zone now.
Yep, I am very glad to see it myself. They go behind it, though, and now slashing to the basket. Miller, shot up, no good. Puckett pulls down the rebound.
I think when you get those rebounds, you got to look to push and transition quickly. That was one of the keys I talked about early on in the ballgame.
Sims will have it out top. Into Canelti, out to McClary. McClary, nice pause to get the defense past him and drains the three.
Josh McClary, he's got 6 points now. Down by 1. We are going to go on a little run here, Ken.
I hope so. McIntyre will have it out top against this zone. They go to Miller on the left side wing. Back out to Adkins. Look who's lurking down there on the baseline. It's Kegley. They feed it to him in the corner. Back out top to Adkins. Kegley trying to get behind the defense. Now Miller with it left side wing. Back to Adkins again. Right side to go to Carrasco. Might have got away with the travel. Now to McIntyre out top for the reset. They don't know what to do with this. They get Carrasco an open look over on the right side. No good. Outlet pass from Canelti to McClary. NBA range three, and he drops it short. That was way too far out, and he looked right to Coach Airy to apologize.
Should have kept attacking. He had nobody downhill, and Josh McClary, usually a pretty good finisher around the rim.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a heat check there. He was hoping to maybe light everybody up and get the fans in it. The Peebles fans are behind the basket this time, and I like that. Miller on the other end for three, no good. Rebound controlled by Peebles. Sims ahead to Johnson. Johnson back to Sims. Sims tries to drive, has to back it out. They'll go right side to McClary. They're paying a good bit of attention to McClary. Puckett with it now on the baseline. Puckett gets stopped inside. Sims in the paint. Scoop shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back no good. Puckett fights for it. It's tipped out. With it is going to be Johnson. They go to McClary. McClary trying to drive. Nice Euro step off the glass. It's good.
Like I said, Josh McClary, usually a pretty good finisher around the rim, as we're going to have a delay ball warning against the Indians, I do believe, as Josh McClary kind of tapped it out there.
Yep, can't touch it after it comes through. Peebles back on top by 1 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. McIntyre will have it against the 3-2 zone. Goes to Miller on the right side. Now they get Kegley on a cut. He stops and pops. It rims out. McClary with a rebound. Peebles controlling the defensive board so far, but not getting any attempt at a fast break. Canelti in the corner. Back out to McClary on the wing. McClary drives, stops and pops at the elbow, and it's good.
Josh McClary heating up the junior. He's in double figures now. Give him 10 points. Here we go, Ken.
With the basketball, Kegley, right side wing, back to McIntyre. Portsmouth West trying to get somebody to score. Adkins kicks it out to Miller for a three. That one is good.
And just on cue, Miller, give him 11 points now, as that is his third three-pointer of the ball game.
And that'll tie it back up at 21 all. Timeout on the floor. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Is your heating or air conditioning letting you down? Don't worry, the Reveal Comfort Company has you covered. We're locally owned and operated based out of Seaman, Ohio. We provide expert sales, service, installation, and maintenance for all of your heating and cooling needs. Need help fast? We offer 24-hour emergency service. We also have financing options available to fit your budget. The Reveal Comfort Company, local, reliable HVAC services. Call today and schedule an appointment at 937-779-7213.
Have you had it with your current clunker, but buying a new car seems, well, too expensive? Why not skip all that hassle and check out Crow Motors in Mount Orab? They have dedicated themselves to offering quality, affordable vehicles at a no-hassle price. Stop by and check out their wide selection of used vehicles. Their friendly sales staff will be happy to help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. Check out their selection online. You can even apply for financing online as well. It's Crow Motors on US 68 in Mount Orab. Call 444-6698 or visit them online at crowmotors.com.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Peebles with basketball. Sims will have it out top to set the offense. Goes right side to McClary. McClary trying to drive. Dishes off to Johnson off the glass. Oh, missed opportunity there. Portsmouth West with a rebound. Kegley's going to try and push it up the floor. 1-on-4. Has to back it out. Out top with it is going to be Richards. New guy in the game. Goes right side to McIntyre. Inside Cameron. Kegley on the back door. Misses the shot. Well, a bunny missed on both ends. Here come the Indians. Outlet to McClary. They have to slow it up. Sims. Now left side with it is going to be Ryan. Back to Sims. Now Ryan again with it. He'll have it out top. And he's fouled. Good call there by the officials. And I like who it's against.
That's going to be on number 4, Will Kegley, his second. Team's first here in the quarter.
Yeah, only the second one. By the way, tournament coverage on 99.5 The Edge brought to you in part by Southern State Community College. Start your pathway to completion at sscc.edu. Sims dribbling on the right side wing, gets stopped, goes inside to McClary. Back out they go to Johnson. Johnson baseline from 16 feet, no good. Puckett tied up on the rebound. Which way is it going to go? It's going to go to Portsmouth West.
Senator possession.
Well, the pace has just kind of
it's kind of
slowed to a crawl.
Ken, we might want to mention to everybody over on C103, we didn't forget about them. The first game for Don and Kyle over there for Fairfield just went to overtime, so they're getting a late start.
Yeah, that's the Fairfield Lions facing off against Shekinah Christian. Go Lions. Kegley with the basketball. Stopped. McIntyre comes out to save him. Right side it goes to Richards. And it looks like some still in that 3-2 zone. We were worried Coach Airy might change it up. Cameron inside the paint, off the glass, it's good. Nobody picked him up.
Bank shot was good from Cameron there. Give him 4 points now on the ball game.
Puckett tries the 3. That one is no good. They're being fooled by that college line out there, aren't they?
They are the old double line.
Yep. Got to step inside that first line. Portsmouth with the basketball. McIntyre lobs inside to Kegley. Got away with a push. Now they go out to Richards, back to Kegley. Kegley in the paint has it blocked, and they're going to say some hand involved as a foul called against the Peebles Indians.
That's going to be on 40. Keegan Puckett, his second, team second here in the quarter, as Will Kegley going to the line to shoot 2.
Tournament basketball coverage on 99.5 The Edge, brought to you in part by First State Bank. There's a First State Bank branch near you in Southern Ohio and Northern Kentucky. Stop by and learn more, or visit them online at fsb4me.com. That's the number 4me.com. First free throw by Kegley is good.
Grady Canelti and Connor Gross checking back into the game for the Indians.
Back to a 3-point lead for Portsmouth West. Peebles needs some better shot selection with just under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. You need to get back on a run. Second free throw by Kegley, also good.
Into the game for the Senators, number 10, that is Mr. Carrasco, along with number, I believe that was the only sub he had. Yeah.
Adkins was already in.
Yep, Atkins.
Yep.
Oh, no, Atkins did just come in. Good call, Ken.
I was just looking around at who was out there. For the basketball, Gross on a drive off the glass and good. There you go.
That's what he needs to do. Get downhill, give Connor Gross his first 2 points now of the ball game.
Back to a 2-point lead for Portsmouth West. Kegley with it out top. Trying to dribble against man-to-man. Gets inside and off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. Kegley going right back to the free throw line.
That's going to be on 30. Paxton Ryan, his second, team's third here in the quarter.
He was triple teamed that time, and we still couldn't stop him.
That's what happens when you're District Player of the Year. He's District Player of the Year for a reason.
Yep. Yeah, they don't hand that out like we do candy to the scorer's table. First free throw by Kegley is good. Portsmouth West back on top by 3.
3 for 3 from the free throw line is Will Kegley now.
Easy for you to say. How about a scoreboard update by Mackenzie Carrington, attorney at law in Mount Orb, with 1:30 to go in the third quarter. It is now 27-23. Portsmouth West leading Peebles. Again, 27-23, a 4-point lead for the Senators.
Corbin Miller checking back into the ball game for the Senators. Will Kegley now your game leading scorer with 14 points.
Portsmouth really hasn't applied much of that three-quarter court 1-3-1, but they certainly love playing it in the half court in this one. Gross lobs it into Puckett. Puckett off the glass. Oh, a little too hard. Couldn't get it to go. Miller on the rebound for Portsmouth West. Missed opportunity.
To get the Bunnies to fall inside the paint.
Yep. Kegley has it. Hands it off out top to McIntyre. Now they go right side wing to Miller. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre gets stopped. Adkins will have it now on the right side wing. Adkins on a drive, tipped away, but he collects it and puts it up and in.
Give Braden Atkins his first 2 points of the ball game, pushing the lead out to 6.
Portsmouth West starting to heat up. Gross with the basketball for Peebles. Directs some traffic out on the right side wing. Gets it to McClary for another NBA range 3. It's short off the front of the rim. Rebound Portsmouth West. I'm not sure why we're shooting them that far out, Caleb.
Got to get into the driving lanes. And look for the cutters.
McIntyre feeds it right side to Carrasco. Now popping out for it, Kegley. Back in a man-to-man. Look for Kegley to drive.
Good defender in Grady Canelti guarding Kegley.
Yeah, he's calling for somebody to come out and pick him. They get it to Miller for a 3. No good. Rebound controlled by McClary. Last second shot. No good. We will end the third quarter trailing by 6. 29-23. Portsmouth West on top. We're back with fourth quarter action after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Elite Roofing is the best choice for high-quality products and services at a reasonable rate with courteous and honest customer service. Whether you need a new roof or roof repair, Elite has you covered with free estimates, skilled installations, plus a 5-year workmanship warranty available with shingle and metal roofs. Visit EliteRoofingOhio.com or call Michael or Brandon at 937-500-7663. That's 937-500-ROOF.
Looking for a new home? Moving and needing to sell your current home? Call the professionals at Wilson Realtors at 937-544-2355. Proudly serving Adams, Brown, and Highland counties, Craig Wilson and the agents at Wilson Realtor will work hard for you. Wilson Realtor specializes in residential, farm, commercial, investment properties, and much more. Wilson Realtors, located at 418 East Main Street in West Union. Call 937-544-2355. Check their listings at wilson-realtors.net or like them on Facebook. Wilson Realtors, they put the action in satisfaction.
Peebles with the basketball to start the fourth and final. They've got McClary in a trap in the corner. He tries to dribble through it and he's fouled. Good smart move there by McClary to dribble out of that trap.
That foul's going to be on number 11, Atkins, his first, team's first here in the quarter.
Caleb, I don't like how we've been underwater the last two quarters. We lost the second quarter by 7 points to give Portsmouth a 4-point lead. We lost the last quarter by 2 points to now give Portsmouth a 6-point lead. Canelty with it. Goes to McClary out on the right side wing to Sims out top. Left side Johnson. Johnson has been kind of quiet in the second half. Now Sims, they lob it into Puckett. Puckett trying to work it. Gets open off the glass. No good. Rebound controlled by Kegley.
Like the look inside there for Keegan Puckett, but you got to look at the backside slashers.
Now with the basketball down low. That was Carrasco. They go back out to McIntyre. Right side Kegley. Now to McIntyre. McIntyre taking his time. Comes off the screen. Gets to the free throw line. Shot up. No good. Rebound McClary. Indians going to try and push it up the floor. They don't have the numbers. McClary has to slow it up on the right side wing. Goes out top to Sims. Sims will drive. Kicks it out to Canelty for a long three. No good. Backside rebound stolen by Johnson, but no, they call a foul on him.
They said he stepped on the line.
Oh, that's what it was. That's better than a foul.
That is better than a foul. Checking into the game for the Senators is going to be number 22. That's Owen Richards.
Caleb and I are going to take a look at all the stats after the game and name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. I certainly hope it is only one player and not a bunch of players, because if it is, that means we came out on the short side. Kegley with the basketball. Back in a man-to-man defense for Peebles. McIntyre gets it out top. Popping out for it on the left side is going to be Richards. Now to Miller. They'll reverse it right side McIntyre. They've opened up the lane, but he's not driving. Richards with it. Back to McIntyre. They go into Kegley. Kegley being forced out by Sims, and they're going to say he was foul on the floor.
That's going to be on Colin Sims. That's his third foul. Team's first here in the quarter. As into the ballgame, going to be Paxton Ryan and Connor Gross for the Indians.
A big thanks to Baxla Tractor for sponsoring our halftime show. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. No score yet in the fourth quarter. Portsmouth on top. That's Portsmouth West on top. 29-23. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we provide our customers with mobile banking so we can give them the flexibility to stay on top of their banking no matter the time of day. With mobile banking, you can check your account balances, securely transfer funds between accounts, view and pay bills, and review your account history. So access to your financial accounts is always just a few clicks away. Download the National Bank of Adams County mobile app today and see how convenient banking local can be.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Do you remember personal service? Real personal service? Not self-service. Not that push a button and talk to somebody in another country service. The kind of service that you get because people are actually nice, they care, and they really want you to be satisfied. Think that doesn't exist anymore? Think again. Contact the Hazelbaker Insurance Agency in West Union at 937-544-5544 or stop by their office at 100 East Mulberry Street. You've worked hard for what you have. They'll work hard to protect it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. While we were away, Portsmouth West turned it over, but Peebles missed the shot. Now Portsmouth West turns it over again. McClary, 2-on-2 to Sims. Oh, he didn't see it coming. It'll go out of bounds off Peebles. Turnover for turnover for turnover.
Checking into the game for the Senators, number 11, that is Mr. Atkins.
Don't forget to stick with us after the game. We will talk to head coach Josh Airy after this one. in our ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comments Show. Adkins with it on the inbound, gets it to Miller. Full court man-to-man pressure being applied by Peebles. McIntyre brings it up the floor, dribbles it out to the right side wing. They open it up for him. He tries to drive, but is stopped by McClary. Passes back out to Kegley on the right side wing with 5:28 to go in the ball game. Kegley drives, stops in the paint with a floater. Shot no good. Put back, he's fouled. Score there. That's also a regional semifinal game. We'd like to see two teams moving on to the Elite Eight. That's the first score of the second half for either team as Kegley gets a free throw. Actually make that 2 free throws to make it 31-23. Indians have got to start hitting some baskets.
The Indians, you definitely need to push the pace a little bit. And, definitely need to get some shots to start falling here.
Still a lot of time on the clock, 5:12. With it, Ryan to Canelti. Canelti picks up his dribble. Nice hook pass to McClary in the paint, off the glass. It's good.
That's a good start. Josh McClary now with 12 points in the ball game.
Cuts it back to a 6-point lead. Ahead they go for a run out, up and in by Kammer. Now that erased that basket real quick. Back the other direction, Johnson has it in the corner. Gets it out to Gross. Now to McClary. Fake to the 3, had it tipped away. With it is going to be Adkins. Adkins, 2-on-1 to Kegley, up off the glass. He misses it, but McClary ends up with a rebound. McClary trying to push it up the floor. Doesn't have the numbers. Backs it out to Canelti. Now they go Johnson for a quick 3 shot, no good. Kegley on a rebound. 33-25 the score. Portsmouth West on top and the basketball. Adkins has it on the right side wing, guarded by Johnson and a man-to-man. Timeouts called by Portsmouth West. We'll take 1, 2. The Senators leading at 33-26 with 4:05 to go in the ballgame. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Buying a memorial is not like buying anything else. It's a deeply personal process that is best conducted face-to-face and heart-to-heart. Whether it's a traditional graveside monument, a cremation monument, or pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326. Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the timeout, a 3-point shot by McIntyre. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Kegley. They go back to McIntyre on the right side wing. He lobs it into Kammer. Kammer on a turnaround. No good, but he's fouled. The big guy is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Let me correct the score. I gave it incorrectly before that timeout. It's Portsmouth West 33, Peebles 25. I think I said 26 for Peebles last time. Trying to help out.
That foul was on number 22, Connor Gross. That's his second, team's third here in the quarter. As Mr. Kammer going to the line shooting 2.
Now I want to put that R in there as well. Kammer, not Kramer or Kramer. First free throw, no good. 3:50 to go in the ball game. Still a lot of time, but Caleb, we need to get a run going got to get some wind in the sails of the Indians. Second free throw misses, and it doesn't matter because he stepped across the line for a lane violation, so it'll go to the Indians.
That was actually a very smart play by Coach McClanahan. What he did was he had him miss it to allow him to get the substitution in to slow down this Indian offense.
Okay.
Because you know the Indians on a make, they like to get the ball out quick, and Coach McClanahan had him miss it, step across the line, and
Johnson for a long three, no good, but a long rebound comes to Gross. And then they throw it away. Miller able to intercept the pass. Well, they haven't done a whole lot of that as we expected in this game. Ahead it goes, down underneath, shot up off the glass and good by Carrasco.
That's Carrasco's first 2 points of the ball game.
Out to a 10-point lead for Portsmouth West. It's not looking good for the Indians. In the corner, Ryan for a three, bangs it home. That's what we needed. Timeout, Peebles. 35-28 to score. Portsmouth West on top. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Primary Plus is more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, they've been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky and southern Ohio, providing state-of-the-art care for the region that we call home. Their biggest goal is to get you as healthy as they can so that you don't need a doctor as often. With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. Primary Plus is more than your family doctor. They're the doctor in your family.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Out of the timeout, Portsmouth West will have the basketball. 3:07 to go in the game. Peebles hit that three-point shot before the timeout. That was good. Portsmouth West having trouble. They do get it in, though, to Miller. Full court pressure being applied by Peebles. Miller gets it back from McIntyre. They go ahead, get him in a trap. He's able to get rid of it to Richards. Now to McIntyre. Back to Richards.
Colin Sims into the game on the last timeout.
McIntyre on a drive, couldn't connect. Sims with a rebound. Outlet to McClary. McClary stops, hands it off to Ryan for a three. It's no good. Long rebound's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Portsmouth West. Peebles will get another opportunity. A basket right here. A three-point shot cuts it to 4. 2-point shot cuts it to 5. We need a basket. 2:36 to go in the ballgame. McClary goes to Ryan. Back to McClary. Another NBA range three. He drains it! 35-31. Peebles coming back. 4-point ball game.
Josh McClary, this junior, 15 points now in the game. And here's the picked up full court pressure. Might get a 10-second call here.
And a timeout called to save the possession. Peebles trailing by 4 with 2:14 to go in the ball game. 35-31. Portsmouth West on top. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Peebles Indians come from behind to get the victory late in this ballgame, Caleb?
We'll find out in 124 seconds. 2 minutes and 14 seconds, so smooth. Can't do the quick math.
McIntyre looking to inbound, and he does, to Kegley. Kegley dribbles down the right side of the floor, loses his dribble, Inside to Miller. It's tipped by McClary, but Miller tracks it back down. I believe they get him in a dual possession. They do. It'll stay with Portsmouth West. And boy, all of the Portsmouth West fans wanted a foul there. Portsmouth West suddenly not looking so confident taking care of the basketball.
Indians turned up the pressure here a little bit.
McIntyre will now have to inbound again. Goes to Atkins in the backcourt. 2-minute warning from Sweet Lou. Oh, Atkins almost turns it over. Miller gets it on the right side wing. Double team. They go to McIntyre. They get Kegley on a cut. Dishes off underneath the Carrasco. He's hammered. Oh, they call that as a clean block. We'll take it. McClary has it. Ahead it goes to Ryan. Ryan on the drive is fouled. Portsmouth West fans are not happy.
That foul is going to be on number 4, Will Kegley. That's his third, team second here in the quarter. As it looks like the Indians are going to get the ball out underneath their own basket.
Ryan having a conversation with the officials. I think I'd be quiet because right now things are going our way. Trying to get somebody open on the inbound. Canelty in the corner for a 3. No good. Backside rebound, McIntyre. McIntyre, outlet to Miller. They got to get him stopped. Oh, he traveled. Nice call. Good defense by Peebles. Caleb will need a basket.
90 seconds away from the Elite Eight, down 4.
3-point basket right here makes it a 1-point ball game. McClary will have it on the inbound. 1:29 to go. McClary dribbles to the right side. Gets stopped. Goes in the corner to Ryan. Now to Canelty. Back out to McClary. Another NBA range 3. This one no good. With the rebound, Johnson. Put back, no good. And then the rebound controlled by Miller. He's fouled. That was a missed opportunity right there underneath.
Big rebound there by Bo Johnson. Just couldn't get the bunny to go. And that foul is going to be on...
Well, there was a lot of pressure in there on that shot for sure.
That foul's going to be on Bo Johnson. That is his first, team's 4th here in the quarter. Next foul by the Indians. They're going to the free throw line.
Steal by Canelty on the inbound, and he's fouled. Grady Canelty's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. What a steal by Canelty. The Indians are not going to give up.
Grady Canelty, the senior, going to the free throw line. He is only a 56% free throw shooter on the year. Hopefully he bangs a couple home here.
I was going to say, right now is the time to improve your average. Makes the first one. Boy, the Indians have got all the momentum going their direction. Is there enough time on the clock? That's the question. I like us in overtime if we can get there. Second free throw. Oh, bounces out. Miller on the rebound. He's tied up in a dual possession. It's going to go to Peebles.
Big time by Grady Canelty. Crashed the boards there and forced the dual possession there. 3-point game, 1:09 to go.
Need a basket right here. 2-point makes it a 1-point game. 3-point would tie it. Sims looking to inbound. Goes out top to Johnson. Johnson loads the 3. It's short. Rebound. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Portsmouth West basketball. Everybody's tired. Couldn't get the basket there. And Canelty tweaked an ankle. He might need to come out. Yeah, I think they're gonna make him come out. Canelty having trouble making it off the floor with that tweaked right ankle. Here comes the big guy Puckett. Three-point basketball game. Peebles leads it 35-32. Still 65 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, still no time really ticking off the clock there.
Inbound it comes. Adkins has it. Gets it ahead to Kegley, and he is hammered. Peebles has to foul, so we expected that.
That is on number 40, Keegan Puckett. His third as Will Kegley's going to the free throw line where he is 6 for 6 on the evening. Probably the wrong person to foul, Ken.
Yeah, well, again, with the clock ticking, we just didn't have much time. You had to foul somebody. And that's why Portsmouth West wanted the ball in his hands. But hey, he's been perfect all night. Never a better time to miss than now, but he makes that one. 4-point basketball game. Portsmouth West on top. Be sure to stick with us for the Willie and Son Trucking postgame show right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Good to see Grady Canelti checking back into the game. Got the ankle looked at there and back out there quickly.
Second free throw coming up. After it, we're going to look at our scoreboard update brought to you by Carrington Law Office in Mount Orb. Oh, it was missed, but they get the rebound and the putback by Carrasco. Putback no good, by the way, but Carrasco's fouled and will go to the line. We needed that rebound right there. Again, Carrington Law Office in Mount Orb, the care you deserve and the results you need from attorney at law Mackenzie Carrington. Sponsoring our scoreboard update. Still 60 seconds on the clock. The score 36-32. Portsmouth West leading Peebles by 4 with Carrasco on the free throw line shooting 2.
That was Colin Sim, the 5'11" senior's 5th foul. He's going to check out of the ball game with 59.9 seconds left in the go.
First free throw is good. Make it 37-32. Fairfield Lions over on our sister station.
41-32.
Fairfield on top in that game. Second free throw was also good. Back to being down by 6 points. Peebles has it. McClary out top, and they are double teaming him to keep him from getting a shot off. Oh, he thought about it. That would have been from half court almost. Johnson with it and has it tipped as he tries to pass it to Ryan. They get the steal, the run out to Carrasco, up and in. That's going to do it, I do believe, Caleb. 8-point lead with 35 seconds to go in the game. McClary dribbles it to the right side corner, goes to Ryan in the corner. Back to McClary for a long three. It's no good. Rebound, no good. They're going to call a push underneath by Puckett.
And that is going to be number 4 for Keegan Puckett. As looks like Cameron Miller is going to go to the other end to shoot the 2 free throws.
Unfortunately, folks, I think that's going to do it for the Peebles Indians. 25.2 seconds left in the ball game. Trailing by 8 in a really low-scoring game.
Corbin Miller going to the line to shoot 2.
We are going to talk to head coach Josh Airy after this one. We'll also have all of our stats for you. And we'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game, all part of the Willie and Son Trucking postgame here on 99.5 The Edge. Second free throw is also good. 10-point lead for Portsmouth West. McClary goes to Ryan for a quick 3. No good. Miller controls the rebound for Portsmouth West. They're going to pass it out to Kegley, and that's going to do it. Kegley will dribble it out at half court as Portsmouth West is going to be moving on to the Elite 8 as our Peebles Indians bow out of tournament action. Congratulations to the Portsmouth West Senators as they defeated a very good Peebles Indians basketball team tonight at the OU Convocation Center by 10 points, 42-32. Stick with us. We'll tell you how it happened on the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Dr. David and Jody Parrott would like to express how much they've enjoyed watching the young men and women of Adams County play sports through the years. Our local schools have a long tradition of successful teams, stretching back several generations, and the entire community is very proud of their team's accomplishments this season. Your hard work and dedication will keep the winning basketball tradition alive and help to inspire future players to achieve their fullest potential. Best of luck for Dr. David and Jody Parrott.
Shopping for insurance can be overwhelming. but being informed helps you make the right decisions with confidence. That's why at Mitchell Family Insurance in Peebles, their goal is to provide an understanding of all the options and plans available to you. They represent 8 auto and 7 home insurance companies, so they're sure to have a match for your budget and needs. Mitchell Family Insurance also offers life, health, business insurance, and bonds. Get your free quote today at mitchellfamilyins.com. Southern Ohio Tire, located just outside of Sinking Spring, Ohio, is your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Dream lawns need a realistic plan, and Kubota has reliable, powerful zero-turn mowers to help you see those dreams come to life. Plus, dealer support to help you achieve your goals. Stop by Baxla Tractor today. Right now, bring home select Kubota Z400 series for 0 down and 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. Now through March 31st. See Baxla Tractor or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer. Visit us online at BaxlaTractor.com.
Welcome back courtside to the Willie & Son Trucking postgame on 99.5 The Edge. We're going to have all kind of stats for you, as well as a conversation with head coach Josh Airy as part of our postgame show. Right now, though, let's take a look at scoring by the quarters, tell you how it happened in this one. Low scoring all the way through. Peebles ended up with what they normally would have had in just one half of a game. They did win the first quarter by 3 points, outscoring Portsmouth West 8-3. It all started to go south in the second quarter, though. Portsmouth West won that one 13-6. That's a 7-point advantage in that quarter to give Portsmouth West a 4-point lead at halftime, 18-14. Yes, halftime score was 18-14, very low scoring. Third quarter, Portsmouth West again won that one by 2 points, 11-9. To give the Senators a 16-point lead heading into the fourth and final. And again, they won that one 13-9 this time for another 4-point advantage to give them a 10-point victory. That's Portsmouth West defeating Peebles 42-32. Stick with us. We're back with stats and more on the Willie & Son Trucking postgame right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Shopping for insurance can be overwhelming, but being informed helps you make the right decisions with confidence. That's why at Mitchell Family Insurance in Peebles, their goal is to provide an understanding of all the options and plans available to you. They represent 8 auto and 7 home insurance companies, so they're sure to have a match for your budget and needs. Mitchell Family Insurance also offers life, health, business insurance, and bonds. Get your free quote today at mitchellfamilyins.com.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb, why don't you tell us about how the stats came out in this one? Not a hot shooting percentage for sure.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the Portsmouth West Senators, who will come out victorious and move on to play Berlin Highland in the Elite Eight for a chance to go play at the state tournament. In the first half, they shot 8 for 21 from the field, 38%. In the second half, 6 for 20 from the field. Total for the game, 14 for 41 for 34%. This is the kicker, though, folks. 11 for 12 from the free throw line, all in the second half. That's 92%. They had 5 different players get into the scoring column. They are Braden Atkins. He had 2 points. He also committed 1 foul. Kristen Carrasco, he had 6 points. He went 2 for 2 from the free throw line and did not commit a foul. Braxton Kammer, he had 6 points, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and he committed 1 foul. Logan McIntyre, the young man that averages 12.8 points on the year, did not have a point tonight, but he committed 1 foul. Then he had 2 players in double figures. Corbin Miller, he averages 5.8 on the year. He exceeded that in the first half. He had 8 points in the first half, 11 points total for the game, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, did not commit a foul. And then that Division VI Player of the Year, Mr. Will Keegley, he had 15 points. He went 7 for 8 from the free throw line and committed 3 fouls. For the game, the Portsmouth West Senators only turned the ball over 8 times, 6 of those coming in that fourth and final quarter.
All right, we'll take another break as we wait for head coach Josh Airy to come up and talk to us on the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We're back with more of the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right here on 99.5 The Edge.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in 11 high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Jerry Haig Motors wishes all local teams good luck in their tournaments. Truck Month is back. All 2026 Silverado 1500s will be sold for GM supplier discount. Example of the savings: a 2026 Silverado 1500 RST V8 engine saves $7,360 total value. Plus, limited time special. Costco executive members save another $1,250 more. Trade-ins are needed, and we are offering top price for nice one-owner trades. And at Jerry Haig Motors, we offer great service after the sale. I'm Steve Haig, and I want your business.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 99.5 The Edge. We're our Peebles Indians fall tonight. Final score 42-32 for against the Portsmouth West Senators. Let's take a look now at the stats for the Indians, and a little uncharacteristic here on several different stats here. As for the first half, they go 15 for 14. Only got off 14 shots there in that first half, 36%. Second half, they did a little bit better, getting shots off as they go 7 for 27 in the second half, most of those coming in that fourth quarter. But for the game, 12 for 41 for 29%. Now, you heard me and Ken talk about it in pregame. The Indians, usually a very good, well percentage shooting free throw team. But 29% for the game, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 75%. They had 6 different players get into the scoring column. They are the senior, Mr. Colin Sims, did not score, fouled out with 59.9 seconds left to go. Man, what a ball player he is. Grady Canelti, the other senior, he had 1 point, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Connor Gross, he had 2 points. He had 2 fouls also. Then you had the other senior on the team, Paxton Ryan, hit a big 3 there in that fourth quarter. He also committed 2 fouls. Next up, Mr. Bo Johnson, a young man that usually averages 16.5 points per game. He only had 5 here tonight. All 5 of them was in the first half. He committed 1 foul. Keegan Puckett, he had 6 points, all in the first half, committed 4 fouls. And then Josh McClary, 6'1 junior, he had 15 points tonight and did not commit a foul. We're going to take one more quick break here as head coach Josh Airy is coming this way. He will join us right after this for a Coach's Comment Show here on 99.5 The Edge.
Are you looking for an agent who is more than just a salesman? Learn the difference with Allstate agent Chris Munn. Serving the area for over 20 years, Chris and his staff strive to make personal connections so they can provide the best coverage for everyone. Spring is quickly approaching, so don't forget to grab coverage on your spring and summer equipment. Motorcycles, boats, campers, ATVs, all of these are covered when you choose Chris Munn with Allstate Insurance. Call 937-444-2000 or visit his office in Mount Orb to see what Chris can do for you.
This March 14th at Snappy, we're celebrating Pie Day with a delicious deal that's out of this world. Buy any large pizza at menu price and get a medium one-topping pizza for just $3.14. That's right. Purchase your favorite large pizza and get a medium one-topping for just $3.14. Hurry, this offer is valid Pie Day March 14th only. So grab a slice of the action and let the party begin. Place your order at snappytomato.com or on the Snappy app.
Between work, family, and everything else, going back to school can feel impossible. At Southern State Community College, our career-focused programs are built for adult learners with flexible schedules, online and evening classes, and hands-on training. Worried about cost? Our financial aid team helps you find grants, scholarships, and payment options that work for you. And getting started is simple. Our admissions staff is with you every step of the way. Now is your time. Visit sscc.edu and enroll today.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. The Willie & Son Trucking post game. Joining us, head coach Josh Airy. Coach Airy, this one did not come out the way you wanted it to.
No, it's tough. You know, they play a suffocating 1-3-1 defense. We had some looks. We just weren't able to capitalize it. And we want to try to get to the line a little bit more, and we weren't able to get to the line. And when your outside shots aren't falling, it's just one of those nights, unfortunately.
Yeah, we knew the 1-3-1 was going to be a problem.
Yep.
It's what they've played all season. They're tall, they're long, hard to get the ball over top. I thought you guys did a pretty good job, though, really, at handling the zone defense.
Yeah, I thought we had some good looks. Shots that usually we'll hit. We didn't get enough inside play. It's my fault. I should have had the kids better prepared. But I thought they played extremely hard. I thought they left it all out in the court. And as a coach, that's really all you can ask for.
I would absolutely agree. They did leave it all on the floor tonight. I liked your zone defense as well. I thought that was a really smart move.
Well, they have a couple of kids, excel getting to the paint, so we wanted to just kind of prioritize keeping them out of the paint and trying to do some different things. So I thought it worked well for us. I thought defensively, you gave up 42 points, and we were fouling a little bit towards the end. I thought we were pretty solid defensively for the entire night, but it just didn't go our way on the offensive end. But again, that's a credit to Portsmouth West and Coach McClanahan and the defense and the defensive style that they play.
Coach, let's go ahead and talk about the four seniors on this team. I don't think you're going to find a closer group than those four seniors. So what do they mean to the program the past 4 years?
They're wonderful. Congratulations, Coach. They're wonderful kids. These kids are going to be a success in life. They've been a success in basketball, but they're going to be successful in life. Wyatt Smart, extremely intelligent kid. He's got a track season ahead of him. Come in every day, work his butt off in practice, and do whatever we ask him to do. And Paxton Ryan, great year shooting the basketball for us. Tremendous kid. Another kid, Paxton can do about anything, work on anything, and it's we're going to miss him. And Grady and Colin are two kids that don't stuff the stat sheet, so to speak. But this team isn't where they are right now. We're not playing in the regional semifinals and 20-4 without their contributions in this club. And two, also just absolutely amazing kids. They're wonderful kids to be around, and their attitudes every day coming in. It's been a pleasure because I've been doing this for a while, and I keep getting older, and the kids stay the same age. So when it's a joy for me to come in every day to practices, it's a long season. We've had 70 practices and 24 games and scrimmages, and they just brought it every single day, and I'm just so immensely proud of those kids.
Well, I know Misty will probably yell at me for asking you this, but going ahead and looking to next season, Peebles Indians basketball has definitely got some excitement coming back, though. That's for sure.
We do. We have a lot of kids coming back. Just four of the kids tonight that that started, with Connor Gross and Josh McClary and Bo Johnson and Keegan Puckett. The future is definitely bright. And you take a JV team that was 17-2, so you're getting some big contributions from kids next year like Cole Elliott and Braylon Stevens and Lucas Krieger and Caden LaRouche. So, I mean, we're excited, Chase Shoemaker, for those kids coming up. I mean, we've got a good thing, and we got a lot of talent back, and we got to get better. The kids got to get better. We got to get in the weight room, got to get stronger. I mean, you could see some of these. You've seen West tonight and Berlin Highland. I mean, their kids are huge, and we've got to get to that point where we're physically stronger so we can take that pounding inside.
Yeah, Caleb and I in our tip-off show, we were watching Berlin Highland and Grandview, and we were worried for you in that next game just because of the size.
Yeah, and the physicality. Yeah, it's tough to deal with at times, but I think our kids will answer the bell and do that, get physically stronger. But just a lot of credit to Portsmouth West, and I think Portsmouth West can give Highland a game. I think with the zone that they play, that they can be right there the entire game, and they've got a great player in Will Kegley that can finish things at the end. So I like West's chances, and nobody's going to be rooting for them harder than the Peebles Indians.
Well, Coach, anything we left out as you wrap up the season here with this interview tonight?
No, I'm just very, very blessed. I'll tell you what, God has blessed me so much to be able to do this, and not only with the kids, but the assistant coaches that we have. Michael Walls and Weston Brownlee and Tyler Ryan, Tim Grooms, Chad Wilson, Gage Crothers. It's every single day these guys coming in and working their butt off with the kids, and I'm extremely blessed, and I was able to, have you always want to win. That's always important, but it's all the other things that are more important. The impact the kids, the coaches have on them, and what they have on us, and it's just been a tremendous year from that standpoint. So. Very grateful for my family, and just very blessed to be sitting here talking to you.
Well, Coach, hats off to you. You put in a lot of time. You've done really well, and obviously you've earned the respect of your fellow coaches in the Southeast District with the Division VI Coach of the Year.
Well, that means I'm getting older, right? That means I'm getting older. I appreciate that, but it's one small piece of a very large puzzle. Those guys around me do so much, and I will take credit for hiring them. For doing that, but I appreciate your kind words. But it's always a group team effort from the administration at Peebles on down to the coaches and the players, and I'm very, very thankful for the support, the community. Not just tonight, but every game this year has been absolutely outstanding. Our alumni helped us get ready for this game and past games, and it's nice to have that, to be coaching this long with those guys come back in. And that's really, when they come back in the gym, be able to hug them and see them, it's just, it's wonderful. It really is.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and talking with us. I know it's always a hard thing to do when you come out short side and bow out of tournament action, but thanks again for joining us.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Josh
for
Airy.
Okay.
All right, stick with us, folks. We've got one final thing to do, and that's to talk about our Snappy Tomato Pizza Players of the Game right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Haysrup up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni. Snappy Delivery.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to wrap it up here with our Snappy Tomato Pizza Players of the game. And we always hate it that we have to name multiple players because that means we lost. But it's a great season for these seniors, isn't it, Caleb?
Oh, absolutely. And you heard Coach Harry just talk about, these 4 guys. Not a closer group of guys than these 4. And, that being Colin Sims, just an absolute workhorse defensively. Going to have a great career wherever he goes on to sign his letter of intent for soccer. I believe he's going to OCU. Grady Canelti, just a hard worker on and off the floor. Paxton Ryan, man, the kid is so funny and energy-filled and probably has one of the biggest hearts of anybody that you'll ever know. But he's going to go on and do big and great things. And then Mr. Wyatt Smart, the coach just talked about it, intelligent, hard worker. All 4 of these guys are going to go on and do big and great things throughout the rest of their life.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for us here courtside from OU Convocation Center. It looks like the Fairfield Lions are going to be moving on as they defeat Shekinah Christian. So we do have one team in the Elite 8. And that game will be Saturday.
Saturday at 5 o'clock back at Ohio Dominican.
Yeah. I always want to say Dominion. It's Ohio Dominican.
Ohio Dominican.
Yeah. So that is where and when that game will be. So we want to encourage all the fans to show up for that one. If not, tune in. We'll have all the action for you on C103 on Saturday. We want to thank Traven Hildebrand for engineering everything back in the studio for us. For Caleb Rayburn, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to Tournament Basketball on 99.5 The Edge.
This has been a 99.5 The Edge sports special presentation of high school basketball action. Presented by Southern State Community College, Health Source of Ohio, and Baxla Tractor Sales. Join us next time for more hoops action on the air, online at 995theedge.fm, and on the free 99.5 The Edge app.